Oh, so crazy to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Oh, so crazy to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
filling in for Patrick today at this year's Halloween bash party. Blvd Bullies versus the world right now. Let's go!
Hell yes!
Hi, I'm Gene Tagovit. I work at Cinnabon. All the stuff that I bought for my costume is sitting in a truck somewhere in an Amazon facility. So you know what we did? I'm not even going to give it away. What's up? I'm joined right now by Blunt Man. Yeah. Let's give it over to Blunt Man and Air Jesus. Let's go, Air Jesus. It's because of the shoes. It's because of the shoes. And you know what? You guys are probably all wondering, what happened to our amazing, award-winning, masterclass giving producer, Bald Steve? Well, Bald Steve's not here today, and we thought to ourselves, hey, what producer could rise to the occasion? What musical genius who may have won a Grammy before, Grammy award-winning producer could we have gotten? And I was just like, you know what, man? We churn butter once or twice.
Yep.
Living in an Amish paradise. Ladies and gentlemen, our producer for the evening, Weird Al Yankovic.
Word out!
Hi,
Woo! Weird out! Weird out! Weird out! Weird out!
Kind. Way too kind. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that Weird Al won the Grammy for Amish Paradise.
Yep.
Coolio didn't win the Grammy for Gangsta's Paradise. Coolio, and I don't know if it was 96, 97, 98, what? But Coolio's people, they were upset.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? Guess who's dead now?
Oh.
Coolio!
You suck!
You suck!
Come on!
You suck! You suck!
God damn it. Oh, my God. I just thought I would throw in. Jesus is here, dude. I can do a death joke.
You just gotta apologize.
Yo, and you know what? And Weird Al's later catalog, awesome. White and Nerdy. Party in the CIA.
Party in the CIA.
The shredding the files like, yeah. Anyway, what's up, y'all? How you guys doing?
I'm chilling, baby.
Brian, you're just not going to speak.
Are we staying in character?
You're not gonna speak.
You're not going to speak, Brian?
Would you call your costume a character, or are you just a guy in a wig with the gloves on?
This is Blunt Man.
Yeah, okay.
He's a character.
Yeah, I get it. What's up? So tonight, we have excellent guests. We got a little bit of a studio audience going on.
Yeah, we do!
We got a little bit of a studio audience going on. Tonight, in about 10 minutes, we're going to bring in wrestling local fan. Hey!
Quiet out there!
Shut up out there! We're here at Honor House Studios. We have bands all around us. Ska to the south, death metal to the west.
Salsa to the west.
You know, if I jump out this window,
Merengue.
I could just say, no, it's just the street.
Oh, it's the street.
Just the street out there. So we got Mittens coming on in about 10 minutes. Give it up for Mittens.
Mittens!
Also in the house, we got RJ Red Shoes.
RJ Red Shoes.
Later on in the second hour, we're going to have beer, blood, and Bodyslams. Rich, JT Kasin in the building.
Woo!
And you know what? And we lost one viewer. Yo, you better have that chat open on your phone. Pork Chop Express, not in the chat.
In the house.
In the house.
In the house.
So I need you and I need Weird Al to both open up their phones, be present in the chat. We need those two viewers desperately.
Need 'em.
Another, just some
How this
housekeeping.
works?
Yeah, just open it up, Weird Al.
Open it up.
All right. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Sorry,
I'm new
guys.
here.
Some housekeeping. Sean, talk about this fig, dude. Let's go.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. If you were watching last week and the week prior, you'd know that we are raffling off this beautiful Macho Man Target exclusive variant with the Slim Jim halo in the background
it's
of
an
his
accident.
head.
It was a boo-boo.
It's a boo-boo.
It was a Slim Jim boo-boo.
Slim Jim boo-boo.
Which is the way I categorize the way when I eat a Slim Jim, I call it a Slim Jim boo-boo.
Yeah,
Because it's like I just can't resist. I'm like drunk enough.
Yeah.
And it's a Slim Jim boo-boo.
Who doesn't love a good Slim Jim? Well, that's why we slap into them. And this tonight, you're gonna slap into the raffle. So that isn't it the top? No.
It's a $5 flat.
$5 flat.
So let's break it down.
Break it down.
Break it down. So we got a $5 flat super chat for a raffle ticket right now. I got Character Productions has two $5 tickets, and then we got Logan Stein. What up? You know, we're not reading the chat tonight, so welcome. Thank you guys all for watching. So we got a 2-to-1 odds, but over the course of this show, it's probably gonna be the last thing we do.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be the last thing that we do. So if you throw a $5 super chat at the goddamn thingamabobber, you could redirect the conversation. We'll immediately start answering whatever fucking question or topic you want to throw out, and you're immediately entered to win that goddamn thing. Also, Halloween shirts on blast right now all week. Legends of Death 1, 2, 3. All 3 Legends of Death shirts flying off of the shelves.
If you copped, thank you so much.
Yeah, if you copped,
we appreciate you.
If you copped, thank you. If you copped, thank you. And you know what's funny? We were like, the whole reason I didn't do a Legends 4, or we didn't do a Legends 4, because I was like, you know, man, we're getting a little thin at the horror characters.
Right.
But there is a new challenger emerges.
Yep.
Art the Clown, dude. My new favorites.
It's really good.
My new favorite.
He's dope. He's been around for a while.
So, you know, it's like, man, you know, if we had dug deep, maybe, I don't know, Leprechaun, Art the Clown,
But then you have to think about
Wishmaster?
The wrestlers is the harder part.
maybe the guy.
Jeepers Creeper.
I was Jeepers Creepers. I was thinking
did.
Norman Bates dressed as his mother.
Wow.
But it's Mae Young.
Oh, baby.
So we could have done it.
baby.
We could have done Doink as fucking Art.
Yep.
Mae Young as the guy dressed as his mom in Psycho.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, we would have dug
That's
around.
that's a
a
totally-
Hornswoggle as Leprechaun.
That's a totally different thing because then it's not Legends of Death. That's just like Legends of
It's
Wrestling.
just People of Death.
Right.
People of
just
Death.
Wrestlers.
People of Death.
Just wrestlers of
I
death.
like that.
Just other wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's always next year. You got 3 cool shirts this year.
Yeah.
And next year, you know, we
yeah,
take
so
it where
straight
it's
up,
at.
thank you. And, you know, I just want to give a special shout out to Jill McGee. Not McGill. Not McGill, for those of you watching at home. Jill McGee.
Jill McGee.
Dude, it was like, what, Worcestershire.
Worcester.
Waka something with an A and a U and a K in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yo, we dropped LOD2. Yo, this fucking bitch ordered shirts for her whole family, dude.
That's
large,
fire.
extra
All
large.
sizes, all sizes.
Yo, 4 shirts.
I can't wait
and
to
it's
see
like,
that
you know
trunk
what?
or
God bless
treat
you,
pictures.
Jill. Sorry, I called
God
you.
bless you.
Sorry, I called you a fucking bitch a moment ago.
It's in the best way.
Yeah, it was like a fun. It was like an endearing.
endearing,
But, yo,
right.
so 4 shirts, right? That's like, you know, that's a few. That's,
that's
over
a lot.
$100,
That's a
right?
lot.
Then we dropped 1 and 3.
Bang. Everybody went crazy, dude.
4 more of
Not
each.
this lady.
So like $300 worth of T-shirts
Yeah.
going to fucking Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Jill fucking McGee.
Friend of the Bullies.
You know what I did? The other night.
Family of the Bullies at this
I
point.
had,
with
you
that.
know, I had a little bit of beer,
Uh-huh.
and I sent an email. I sent a reactive email, and I was like, "Hello, Jill.
You thanked her.
Thank you so much. I just got a notification that your first order of shirts has been delivered. Just wanted to send you a message saying thank you so much for your support. I hope the shirts are up to something." That's before your mom did the fashion show
Yep.
for us. Inside joke. Don't worry. Subscribe to Patreon.
Susie, we love you.
But yeah, so I sent an email. I was like, I hope you're really happy. I'm really happy. I hope you have a great Halloween. Blessed Halloween. God bless America. God bless you.
Blessed holiday.
Happy solstice.
You know, and left me on red, just like DJ Hyde in Tournament of Death.
Boo!
She left me on red. She left me on red, just like DJ Hyde in the Tournament of Death. Which, yeah, that's right. Because guess what I was born to do?
What?
Announce Tournament of Death when they had absolutely no fans caring about it. Not when they were popular. I wasn't born for that when they were popular. But like when nobody was left, that was my time. And I was left on red just like Jill left me on red. But I just want to say,
We love you,
we're
Jill.
keeping up the positive energy. Right. Shout out Jill.
Shout out, Joe.
Shout out DJ. Listen, you know what happened? DJ Hyde had a little bit, he maybe had low blood sugar, forgot how to use his phone for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
It happens.
So first special guest. So you guys, anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm ready for the guest.
I'm ready for the guess.
Yeah, of course you guys are, because like you didn't come up with anything to say.
What?
We brought costumes. We brought costumes.
I don't have to say
do
anything.
have
I'm
to-
Jesus.
I do have to say that both of you, as the weeks have gone on, because this is a once-a-month thing in studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys got your costumes?
Yep.
I don't got shit, bro. So I want to say that both you guys came through in a big way.
Wow. Thank you, Pat.
We're ready. We're ready.
I'm sure Pat would be happy.
Yeah.
I'm Gene.
Oh, excuse me. Gene.
And that's Weird Al.
Weird Al!
Your costumes look great, guys. Your costumes look great.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to bring up our next guest, our first guest.
This is his first.
And I think that this represents a changing of the culture of this show. Before we've had Man Bun Jesus. What? We've had fucking Jaden Vallow. What? We've had Bull James on the show. What? But you know what? I think I'm fucking done with these wrestlers, dude. I think I want to fucking interview our next guest. And next week, guess what? This next guest, he started a fucking avalanche revolution. Finger out of the dam. It's cracked. Deathmatch Russell hit us up. Deathmatch Russell wants to be. So no more wrestlers.
Nah.
Only wrestling fans. Wow. And if we're going to start that trend, what better wrestling fan? What bigger legend?
Yeah, seriously.
What?
Mensch.
I'm done. I don't even have anything more to say.
Uber
Ladies
mensch.
and gentlemen at home and to our studio audience. And the studio audience is about to take a huge dip in energy because this guy brings it.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk Kid. Let's go, Mittens!
Whoa!
It's perfectly
Whoa!
Here, wait, you know what? Here, you see it.
Gotta give the guests a little VIP treatment. Right. Hello, guys. How you doing?
Yo, what a fucking honor.
Oh, it is my honor to be here.
Guys, we got CM Punk on the show.
I'm excited.
Hey, do you have any bakery items with you?
I didn't bring them with me.
No
but
bakery items.
No muffins.
I'm sure there's a Staples down the block. I can print some.
I see you have some sort of seltzer, so you one step
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh, this little bit of White Claw here.
Oh, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gotta come-
CM Punk, fresh off his suspension, talking about the buyout.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I
The White Claws.
I was trying to keep up this whole thing of staying in character.
Right. Well, this.
But
CM
then I
Punk
just
ain't sure then.
introduced you to CM Punk Kid. You might have a higher approval rating right now in the wrestling community than CM Punk actually has himself.
Oh my God, the people love me out here, man.
The chat is blowing up.
What a journey it's
Mittens,
been, man.
Mittens, hurry up.
I'm sorry,
Mittens is the man.
I'm just adjusting.
Oh,
for
you
him.
just gotta adjust the microphone. It's all good.
Because I want you to be. I want
Yeah.
you to be loud. I want.
Oh
you,
yeah,
I
I
want
want these people to hear me.
Yeah, there we go.
Go! We did it. Biggest guest that we've ever had.
hell yeah.
Did you guys prepare
man.
questions?
You know what? I'm rolling with the punches because this guy just brings the energy.
So
he
no,
brings the
he
questions.
didn't. He didn't do it.
So Mittens, what did you just say? The people what?
People love me. People just love me, man.
At what point did you realize that? Did you look
It's
up
a
to
man
the
of the
rafters and say, you know what? I'm over.
Man, I feel like it started a little bit before I started getting my edges involved in wrestling, in the deathmatch scene. But when I hit the deathmatch scene, just getting involved in some of the ICW no holds barred stuff, it just took off from there. It started a whole revolution. I've just been living the dream ever since.
Yo,
whole
I do
revolution,
remember
dude.
before Blvd Bullies even existed.
Yes,
I was
sir.
going to the Elks Lodge. And how old were you? How old are you right now?
I'm 24 years old right now.
So, yo, it might have been you might have been 15.
I think I was 18, 19 around the
Nah,
time.
he's wrong. He doesn't know.
No, he's wrong.
He doesn't know how old he was.
I probably still would have been 17.
Yeah, it was probably I'm right, 15. But Danny DeManto and you
Yes.
have had an ongoing feud that has been connected to ICW this whole time.
Yeah, a little bit of a history.
Because Jack ran ICW at the Elks Lodge side room.
Yes.
Dude, I mean, I'm trying to think back to when I first witnessed that, maybe 2012.
Oh,
Could
man,
it have
it's
been?
taking it way back.
Could it
yeah.
have been? Because I remember ICW did the comeback show.
Yes.
Where Joey Janela tweeted about you, and that was 2016. But I think that was like a retread of a retread. I think those other shows were running strong in like 2013. I think you were there. You had a little like buzz cut. You had a little
I had a
military.
little buzz cuts before I let the hair grow loose.
But always CM Punk Kid.
Oh, always.
Dude, incredible.
Until I decided not to be straight edge anymore.
Oh,
That's another story for another time.
Oh, I mean, that is another good point. But, everybody who's 13 is straight edge pretty much. I mean, it's like,
You can't drink.
you can't just walk into 7-Eleven, buy beer on a
You get the homeless guys
Tuesday
to buy it
night.
for you.
on a Wednesday.
What'd you say?
You get the homeless guys to buy it for you.
Brian,
What?
The
Before
bums,
then.
the bums. You never did that as a child.
Have you ever had a homeless guy buy you beers?
Maybe once or twice.
That was the way.
Not
back in the
counting
day, dude.
wrestlers.
Definitely wasn't wrestling. I mean, there's a lot of bum wrestlers, but that's another story for another time.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa!
Oh,
Yo,
I'm actually, am I supposed to be positive here?
No, let's talk about it.
That was good.
You know what? But I was gonna give you. We're gonna give you a lot of puffy first show. Favorite wrestling. How do you get into the? But I had a question, a hard-hitting question that I've had in mind all week.
for it, brother.
And it's like, as a very enthusiastic fan, you boo certain guys and you develop feuds with certain guys. There was a CM Punk Kid versus Jordan Oliver saga.
Yeah.
And you have a thing going with Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Right, a little feud. But that's just like in the course of the show. That's under the context of the show. What I want to ask you is, who have you met as a shoot who's just like a dick? Like, who do you actually not get along with? Like, who is a dick to you, like, for real? And you're like, fuck that guy. Like, do you actually have a wrestler personally that you don't like? That's
Oh my
the
God.
question. Blvd Bullies.
Man, that's a good question, man.
The hard-hitting
Holy
questions.
shit.
Yo, and I'm not gonna let you
Brandon
off on like,
McKisser.
nah, not really. I need you to tell me a story about like.
I do got a story about somebody, like, when I was a teenager, growing up to be, so...
You don't even have to
it's-
say a name. You can you can just tell me the story if you want. But we want the name. Obviously.
Let's still be positive here. Let's not mention names.
No names.
no.
I'll do it out of respect.
Just tell
There
us
you go,
your
man.
hugely negative story with no names. We'll give him
So
massive.
it's this guy that just had he worked some indies, some shindies. He was never good. Like he basically had a little ego problem. He had some anger management. Like he was on reality shows for fuck's sake.
Hold on, let's think about this.
Oh.
Calculate.
Processing.
But yeah, I've seen him fight some guys outside. He'd even tried to like start shit with me for like because I was just being a dick, just
You were just
being a
participate.
Like he was the bad guy, so I was just kind of trying to be a dick too.
You're
right?
working
Right.
them.
But
What
then
you're supposed to
he was taking it personally to the jab, so he just tried to like step up to me. And meanwhile, this is like 15-year-old me.
Dude, you're a
and
kid.
this- yeah.
I told you he was there when he was 15.
15.
He just said 18. I said it was 15. I said it, dude.
I was just talking about Blvd Bullies.
Whatever.
But I've been going to shows since I was
But
a
continue,
kid, so.
Continue telling your story about who's a
And
bigger
his
dickhead
beard
to you.
was exactly the same length then. It was crazy.
No, man, I'm 15.
But man, he would just start some shit with promoters. He would get in fights with wrestlers, even outside in front of fans online.
Oh, that's not cool.
Like during the fucking matches, he would get in the fights with
I'm
people.
trying to
but
think who it was.
Like he's like blacklisted in the New York scene now. He's like
He's
in Florida.
shot.
He's like in Florida or some shit now.
Oh, you know what? I think I know who it is.
He had like a job match guy against Braun Strowman once. So.
Oh, wait, is it a fucking, what was the guy's name?
You're connecting the dots for
we're
him.
naming names.
Yeah, just say it to me, because I know the name. It's like, it was like,
right there, but
Just
I
whisper
don't
it.
give a shit. It's gonna give me
Whisper it.
heat.
whisper it to me and I'll say it. Fucking Johnny Knockout, man. I always hated that guy.
Dude,
I always hated that
He's a
guy.
prick. And also there's like a video like recently on TikTok, like he's cursing out a lady at the gym.
Oh,
It's fucking pathetic. Like, he's
not nice.
He's like weight shaming her and everything.
Oh, that's
it's,
not cool.
It's pathetic. So
I always hated that
promoters
guy.
out there, do not book Johnny Knockout.
Cancelled.
Demonetized.
So tell me the first wrestling show that you've ever gone to, or your earliest memory of it.
Earliest memory.
And like,
Oh, man.
because
Yeah.
I said 15, you said 18. So now I'm thinking like
9.
12?
No.
12 maybe?
I was just going by when you started doing the videos. I was like around 18.
Yeah,
but
all right, you're close.
I've really been watching wrestling since I was 7 years old. I went to my first show at 8 years old.
Nice.
I went to a WWE Raw and SmackDown like super show.
Oh, the
like,
super
like,
show.
Like they used to tape like SmackDown.
Was it like May of 05, 06?
It was year after. It was like 06.
Why'd you say
Yeah.
May?
Because I remember
Why
when
couldn't
it was
it
like
have been like March?
very
I
specific.
remember it. I remember.
It was in the
It's-
Garden.
It was around like the end of July. So
Okay.
So what, like, did you have like a friend or a family member who was into wrestling who put you on, or did you just
So
discover it naturally?
I discovered it a little bit naturally,
Uh-huh.
finding it on TV, flipping through the channels. But then my mom was a fan back in the days, and then she saw I was getting into it, so she kind of like got back into it while I
Nice.
started to watch it, and she developed kind of a love for it again.
Bonded.
while
You
I
bonded.
was
I
into
do
it.
see that mom and you go to some shows.
Yes, we go
Which is
to,
dope.
Yeah, we go to a lot
That's
of
awesome.
AEW shows as a recent.
Yeah.
We went to one AEW show back in March. It was in Orlando, Florida.
Wow, bro, that's so sick.
Wow. That's awesome.
So what does mom think about ICW and you getting hit with light tubes and used as a human battering ram? Has she been to? Because
That's my boy. There he goes.
Well,
Living the dream.
I feel like Danny is like, because I've seen photos with Danny and you and your mom, and I feel like there's like a family vibe there.
There's a
I'll take care of your boy. You know?
There's a strong family vibe. Like we jokingly on social media will say, "Oh, Danny's got me on the weekends and everything." And then once mom finds out, I'm doing this crazy light tube spot, or she just sees it. Like sometimes I don't even tell her. Like she sees it on like IWTV, and she just texts me like, "You idiot! What the fuck? What are you doing? like, do you value life? Like, what's going on?" over there?"
I would love
wow.
to see the classic thing where like, CM Punk Kid's here today with his mom, and then they show mom, and then it's like later on you get the like, and you don't tell her.
I mean, she's whacked me with a candlestick once on an ICW show.
Do you guys have them laying around your house, kendo sticks?
Yeah, I thought.
It was at the show. He said it was.
Wait. So
pieces of candlesticks in my
you're
house. I'll be
saying
real.
so you're saying mom was involved in an angle, a spot.
Yes.
Please walk me through. Because
I
I was
have
about
to
to
hear
say,
this.
I was
What?
literally about to say like there should be.
Oh, no,
a
it's
tube
happened.
spot with
Yeah,
mom.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
a double switcheroonie.
So-
Wait a second, mom, no! Whoa, wow!
So I'm gonna pull the curtain a little bit. Like at first,
Pull back the curtain.
At first, I wanted to do light tube straight off the bat, but then at the time, I wasn't like doing glass like that yet. So like in the match too, like I took the single light to like while I was down, but we were just like, you know what? It would be great if Mama Mittens would whack me with something.
Did you just say Mama Mittens?
Mama
Yes,
Mittens.
Mama
That's
Mittens.
right.
I love it.
Oh, I'm all about that.
Mama
So like they did the whole thing with the salt, the lemons with Danny and Casey, and then
Right.
after that, Casey kind of rolled out of the ring. She went over, talked shit to my mom. So I grabbed Casey, I hooked her, and then I threw as I was grabbing Casey, I threw my mom over a candlestick. So I'm like yelling at her, hit her, fucking hit that bitch, you know?
Tell me that Casey ducked and your mom whacked you.
Yes, Casey dunked. My Mama Mittens whacked me as hard as she could, and I was just out. And right after it happened, when I hit the floor, Brandon Kirk just takes a single light tube and just hits me in the chest with it, just for good
Unplanned,
measure,
just for fun.
just for fun. but that's what I wanted in the first
You know,
place.
I've never been hit with a tube before.
You never been hit with a tube.
I did, well, we did a thing where, because when I used to ref the cash shows, I think there might have, no, because I didn't even take the tube from DJ.
No?
I got the forearm and then the no text back years later, obviously.
Yeah.
But I refed a thing with, actually, it was like a Necrofest at Lucky 13, Marcus Crane versus Schlack.
Oh man.
And you know what?
Rest in peace, Marcus.
disclosure-
R.I.P. baby.
We love you.
We love you, Mark. Full disclosure, they brought out cocaine on a butcher's knife. And it was real cocaine, and I was like, and they both did a line, and they were gonna start, and I was like, whoa,
Not right now.
I'm the referee here, and this match doesn't start
I think I might have
So
been there for
I do
that.
cocaine off the thing as well. Yeah. So
I think
anyway,
I witnessed
long
this.
story short, the only time I've ever been hit in the head with a tube is like at the end of the match, Marcus won.
Yeah.
And there was just like a half broken one. And he just was like, and I raised his hand, and he just grabbed me and went, ha! And he just like hit me over the head just as like a fun thing. And I was like,
so
well,
funny,
it
dude.
cut my ear a little bit, actually.
It's sharp.
No, it's, you know, it's not the impact, it's the shards. Would you
Right.
agree?
Yeah, I
it's most
agree.
certainly
Like
the shards.
after you get hit, like you don't feel it on impact.
Well, you've
but-
had a bundle.
Yes, I had a bundle to my head. Like it hit me like in the scalp, but as I got hit, like I didn't notice it till I was like rolling out or going to the back. It like cut like the right side of my hand a little bit, and I was just having blood
So
everywhere.
what was your head like, though? Your head was fine.
There was a few little.
You had, like,
cuts.
scratches
Yeah, there
and
was like
stuff?
scratches in my head. Like it streamed down a little bit, like the promo picture you
Did
put.
it
the
stream?
advertising.
Did it stream? Wait,
Slowly.
were you about to tell me the promo picture is from that time?
Yes, it's from that night.
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
Yeah.
Serendipitous.
So nice little history lesson over here.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir.
There was this one time where it was it was like, once again, 15-year-old Mittens. It's ECW or ICW side room pre ICW no holds barred.
No.
It's like Jack ICW and
Was it
and
the Elks or was it the Queen's Gym?
It was the
That's the
no, it was
first
the
time I
Queen's
ever
Elks
saw it.
Lodge side room.
Queen's Gym was the first
Oh, the
time I ever
side
saw
room,
it.
yes.
Yeah, the side.
I know what you're talking about.
Which I just call the Elks Lodge now. You know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like, you know.
Fuck it, just call it the Elks Lodge.
But dude, oh my god, and like, so Danny had the mic, and this is before Danny even reached his final form. You know, this is like cold-hearted playa.
Right.
The cold-hearted playa.
Yeah, beach.
Yeah, the
playa.
cold-hearted beach. Thank you.
mean, was
Weird
Cl-
Al.
was-
Bilingual Weird Al.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up.
Yeah. I mean, was
Bueno.
Caribbean Larry there that night?
Yeah, probably Larry was there, and he was like, Danny was yelling at you and talking about, you know, your mom and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, there was a guy who was just screaming at the top of his lungs, Danny D'Amato stole my air conditioner.
What?
And I thought that was the funniest fucking heckle. And the guy was at the top. This motherfucker stole my air conditioner. Just the whole time. And it was like, I feel like that guy, without knowing, started Blvd Bullies. So I was like, man, that's really fucking funny.
Inspiring.
I wonder what the story
Wow.
was there.
Imagine you really
Well,
stole
look,
his
in
air
my
conditioner.
mind, it was just like an Aqua Teen. He just randomly
Yeah,
picked an appliance. But who knows? Maybe he was like a friend of the family, never returned an air conditioner, maybe, you know?
Maybe, I'd like to think that there was some actual beef, like real, like I think it was real.
He stole it. The portable. It was the portable.
And that,
Can we find this guy? Can we get him on the show?
If you're stealing some shit, there's definitely some beef there.
And it's like Danny was just trying to do his thing, because you were an integral part of the show. It's like,
Oh.
this guy sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I banged your mom and stuff like that.
Especially
you know?
fuck this guy over here, meaning me.
And it was well before you were like involved or whatever. And then
Yeah.
like there was just a guy screaming. Like Danny was trying to just get some shit out, and the guy was just screaming so loud. And I think that inspired me to become who I am today.
Wow.
You stole my mom's air conditioner or whatever. It was very, very, very funny. Brian, do you have a question for CM Punk and
I want
Mittens?
to know what do you do besides wrestling? Are you into like video gaming, music?
Oh, I love video games. I love rock and metal music a lot.
What's your favorite band?
Oh man, I probably gotta go like deep with like. This is kind of throwing it back with Rage Against the Machines. One of my
Wow,
top
okay.
favorites. Yeah,
Very
I
good.
saw them in Madison Square
We
Garden.
saw.
Yeah,
We saw the picture. You in the pit, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in the pit, like shirtless, just going nuts all the time.
Legendary.
A shirtless
Yeah.
Mittens in the pit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell.
I'm also super into
Demonetized.
baseball. I'm a diehard Mets fan.
Nice.
I also love hockey, New York Rangers. So
Go
like,
Rangers.
I do a couple things besides wrestling, you know.
What
Besides
video
like work and
games
everything.
are you into? What video
Man,
games?
I like the whole like Call of Duty franchise.
Nice.
I've always been into the Tekken series too. Like, I love
Tekken.
those.
What's your
Tekken's
favorite
coming
Tekken?
out too. New Tekken.
Favorite Tekken?
Tekken 12.
Right?
Probably.
I don't know. 8?
Tekken 3 or
Tekken
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 4?
3?
Yeah,
Not
Tekken-
Tekken 2?
Tekken 2 was pretty dope too.
Eddie Gordo?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Well, what was the Eddie Gordo one? Was
Tekken
that
2.
2?
Tekken
I'm
2.
trying to think of what was like the
Chicken.
square ass PlayStation. This is probably before your time. you're probably not even a PlayStation 1 kid. You're probably a PS2 kid.
I wasn't
like
a
a
PS2
PS3.
kid, but you know the crazy thing about the PS2 was you could always play PS1 games on the
Yep,
PS2.
yep.
So
Yeah,
so like I've
PS2
always
was
had
like
all
the
these
best.
PS1 games, and I would just play them on my PS2, and it's just
Well, that was the
wow,
day.
yeah.
Yo, huge transition
Back
right
in the
here.
day.
That backwards compatibility.
I don't just go with the present. I go with the past too.
Ooh.
I get a little flavor, a little culture there.
Yo,
Yeah.
look at this
Rocking
eclectic
lines,
motherfucker.
man.
Yo, actually, I have a, I'm calling it in the ring right now. I have a very important question for you that all of a sudden means so much to me. What's your
Yes.
favorite wrestling video game, dude?
Oh,
Because
man.
as, I don't think you were probably, not to sound old, but,
Back in my day.
but that those to me, I still say N64.
N64, baby.
And the only
Oh,
thing
no
that came
mercy,
close
man.
with those PS2, Know
Smash
Your
Mouth,
Role,
Know Your Role.
Here
Oh
Comes-
my
those
God.
came a little close.
So
Yeah.
I have two favorite games of all time.
Please.
So it's definitely WWF No Mercy on the N64.
Fucking
Here comes the pain.
Bingo! Here comes the pain.
I knew it. I knew it.
Here comes the pain
See,
was
like,
just
if
ahead
you
of
asked
its
me the
time.
difference between like all those, like that whole like SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain,
Right.
or like Know Your Role, like I couldn't even tell you the difference between all those games. Like, were they?
Here Comes the Pain is his era's No Mercy for us. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yo, it was
I
No
will-
Mercy for me too, dude. I was
I'll
like, yo,
also
this
say-
shit's sick.
I'll add another game too that I love so much growing up. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 was just on another level
Okay.
too. Yeah.
You got a little ECW going on in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Change the mechanics in the SmackDown game.
That was also like the first game in such a long time you did the crowd brawling and all that.
Yeah, that was a fun
I
game.
think even in the feature, like in the trailer, but they didn't actually have it in the actual game. There was like a thing where like, I think it was like, what was it? John Cena hitting Kurt Angle with a light tube on there.
I don't think so.
It was in like a trailer, but
I
it
don't
like
think so.
it never made it to the final game though. So it's like, what if?
It was probably like
What
a
if
mop.
it made it to the
Probably
final
hit him
game?
with like a mop.
Did you ever play the backyard wrestling game where
I
you
did,
actually
dude.
could hit people with tubes?
I did. Did you play
Oh
that?
my God.
Had the
Like-
ICP in it.
Right.
Whoa.
It was the ICP game.
Wait, let's just be known. I am a juggalo too.
Whoa!
I am down with the clown. I have played backyard wrestling games.
Sean, take over the interview. I'm going to get a White Claw.
He's gonna go get a White Claw.
A soda.
So,
A soda. Oh.
All drinking
so you a
sodas.
juggy, right? So what
Yeah.
goes into being a juggalo? Do you actually go out to Ohio?
To the gathering? Do you go
To
to
the,
the
do you
gathering?
go to the gathering?
I've honestly never been to the gathering yet, but I plan on going to the next one.
Okay.
Like so if anyone who's been to the gathering has told me like
You gotta
how
go.
it is, it's like you have to go. It's like a week's worth of shit. Like
It's like a bar mitzvah for a
yeah,
Jew.
yeah. Like
So- so what
everyone
does a-
camps.
So what does a New York
I
juggalo
agree.
do?
Watch out there, Brian.
I would probably say drinks a lot. Goes to a lot of wrestling shows, start shit.
Okay.
Listens to a lot of fucking ICB, Twisted, whatever the fuck other juggalo bands are out there.
Okay. Very
So-
nice.
We got some
That's
whoop
like I
whoops
said.
in the chat.
Whoop, whoops
Whoop,
in the
whoop,
chat.
yes, sir.
How do you
Show
feel
some
about,
love to the chat a little bit.
how do you
too.
feel about Superhuman, the biggest whoop of the whoop?
I mean, Superhuman's a poor man's CM Punk kid.
I thought that
Well,
was Willa Yuta.
Basically,
I would
this
just
guy,
say-
this guy is doing in-ring action, right? He's not sitting in his backyard jumping into a fucking kiddie pool full of Legos.
That's pretty sick, though.
This guy's like in the biz.
You hate the
I,
superhuman.
I don't
thing.
hate Superhuman. I'm just saying if we're comparing,
Yes.
this guy's the guy.
Oh, he's no.
Yeah,
I mean,
legit.
Yeah.
Come on.
And maybe an ICW match. Maybe Superhuman CM Punk in the chains.
We're not booking no Superhuman. It's
Well,
below
I
my
think we
standards.
are. I think
He's
we
below
are.
my
Really.
standards.
Below- So
I
what
think
is
we
your
are.
standards,
I
man?
really
For
think we are.
now.
Superhuman ain't shit.
What?
Superhuman, in fact, probably fears me. I remember. If we're going to deathmatch standards, the way Danny has toughened me up in the last year,
Oh my
I'd probably
good
I
God.
would kill him in a fucking squash in a heartbeat.
Oh my God.
Squash!
And I believe
Fuck yeah!
somebody tweeted last year they wanted to see me in Superhuman on Mania Week. Like
What?
booked.
Yo.
Is this something we can make happen?
Like-
That you
I
make
think
us
we
like-
can.
fucking shoot.
I really think we can, dude.
Book it.
Steve, take
can
your
we-
glasses off and look at us together.
Can we stop
Ready?
giving
One,
this
two,
dumb
three.
fame?
Should we? Is it
If you book it, they will come.
Yo, let me tell you something.
I can't see.
The only thing I now care about is end the show. I'm done with the show.
What?
We gotta send emails. I need in my life.
Mittens, is this something that you can see happening? If we make it happen, can you make it happen and being there?
I just don't want to give Superhuman so much attention.
Right, because just even wrestling with you, you'd put him over.
No, I would not even put him over. Like,
No, I mean like just even being involved in some
Your
kind
name
of
next to his
interaction, right? Like you would be helping him just even by interacting with him.
I don't know. Like, I think on Twitter too, like he's kind of frowned upon. So like, I don't know if I would want to like do this thing with him.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. That's to begin with. But
That's what I always thought.
And also, when we peel behind the curtain a little bit too.
Peel back.
Can I just say too?
Talk to me.
I've heard some stuff that Superhumans are known fucking racist, and I
Oh,
take
you know what? There was a little thing.
And as I'm saying, yeah, he's fucking racist. I take no fucking kindly to racists. So
Right.
if a racist wants to say something to me, I'm beating the fuck out of him.
No,
That's
you
all
know
I-
what?
Woo! You don't want these mittens?
Come get these mitts.
I'll shove all the light
Yo,
tubes.
come on.
You know
Don't
where.
let me dominate the interview. You
No,
guys.
no, there's
We
no
got
domination
we
here.
got a super chat from Pajama Dan.
Whoa! What's
What's
the question?
Is he now in the raffle, Steve?
Is that the raffle?
Well, how
Has
much
anyone
was it?
entered a raffle?
Oh, it was $4.99.
You know what? He was a cent short, but we'll include him.
You're fired.
Get him in there.
He says,
Get him
"Love
in
you-"
there.
He says, "Love you guys. The show is
Terrible.
the show is goat emoji. Here's to the bullies, Mittens, and that Target exclusive.
Yeah.
Also, Mittens' favorite WrestleMania?
Oh,
Question
what's your
mark?
favorite Mania, Mittens?
My favorite mania. all
Have you
the
ever
time.
been to a mania?
I've been to 3 manias.
3 manias.
Which
How
manias?
many manias have you been to, Superhuman?
Probably 0.
Sorry. This is all I care about now.
I thought you were gonna say Pajama Dan.
Sorry.
All he probably goes to is Gathering of the Juggalos anyway.
Well, you know what? This motherfucker too poor for Gathering of the Juggalos, dude.
Oh yeah, he's
Well,
not.
no,
he's
actually,
not a
he
money
did-
making
he
machine
did
like
get
me,
booked.
boy.
He did get booked, but you know.
Hey, if I could get booked on the fucking Gathering, I'd be
Favorite
fucking live
mania?
mine.
Favorite Mania.
Okay,
baby.
Favorite mania. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about
Let's
that.
not dive
Reel
the
it back
question. I love Mania 17, bro. It's fucking
Okay.
goaded.
Cheers to that, dude.
Yes,
Cheers to
sir.
17.
And
Houston. We
like
have no problem.
like 17 behind that would be
Wow.
Mania 20 as second.
Were you there for that?
I was there for 20.
I was not there for 20. Like, remember, we just said before, my first show was like in
Well,
2006.
20 was
apologies.
2004.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was
March
like 2 years.
14.
But I remember watching it and just like being
Dude,
intrigued by
that
the
was
whole
a
thing.
legendary fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah,
It was the
but
Garden.
besides everything that happened after the main event, I still say it's one of the greatest Mania matches of all
You
time.
didn't like the
What,
main event?
Rock versus fucking Hogan?
No, we're talking
No,
about
we're talking
20.
about Mania 20.
Oh, sorry, I
You
was
didn't like
texting.
that
I was.
No, I love
I
that
wasn't
main
paying
event,
attention.
but I'm just saying the circumstances after
Right,
weren't that great.
right.
But
That was the whole shit
but
that was
I will
downhill
say
from
too,
there.
but nothing comes closer to Mania 17. Rock
Dude,
Austin,
that's
man.
the
It's the
Austin-
gimmick
The
battle
hype
royal
video,
for me.
Austin
Limp
heel turn,
Bizkit,
dude.
my way. Come on.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Is 17 the first there was
Uh,
another
this one's dedicated to you, Ben Stiller. Oh, my favorite motherfucker. I think that's Roland, but you know, whatever. You get it. You fucking get
So
it.
what manias have you been to? That's your favorite mania. But what have you been to?
I've been to WrestleMania 29 in MetLife Stadium.
That was your first?
Yeah, that was my
attending?
first. Then I went to Mania 30 in New Orleans where Daniel Bryan won the
Wow.
title. So, and I also saw the streak ended live. So,
How was that?
dude, just pure shocker, man. I didn't think the streak would end just so soon.
Wow.
Like the year before was crazy. Like I was rooting for Punk to break the streak so bad because me inner CM Punk fanboy.
Right.
Like let's break the streak, let's go. But then next year I like no, I want Taker to keep the streak. So I was just in shock when Brock Lesnar actually did it.
It was
Listen,
insane.
man.
It was insane.
Enough about these other wrestlers, WrestleManias. I want to know what's on Mittens' horizon. What's coming up for Mittens? What's new? What are you
Oh,
trying to
man.
dive into?
So one company, as we've been talking about before, is ICW No Holds Barred, one of the top premier deathmatch companies in the world.
Chains, baby.
Yeah, they just did an Australia tour. I wasn't in Australia, but that tour looked so sick. Like I watched
so
the first
sick,
2
dude.
shows.
Started
and all,
Sunday,
and,
right?
and yes, and also tonight, if you got IWTV,
Listen, people.
watch NHB versus Deathmatch Down Under on 10 p.m.
IW. They're not.
I know, but I'm just
I'm
saying
just
I
kidding.
I
We're
represent
friends.
No Holds Barred,
No,
so I gotta plug
tell
my
everybody
friends at
what
Joe is
IWTV
a
too.
good guy.
Yeah.
So what time is it on IWTV? Is that
So
tonight?
God
it's
damn it.
10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. They're gonna be airing their NHB versus Deathmatch Down Under, which is their Australian deathmatch.
Yeah,
promotion.
that's sick, bro.
Yeah, that's
So it's
that's
no
gonna be
chains
sick.
tonight. It's just a regular. It's their ring. It's gonna be deathmatch down under ring.
It's gonna be ropes tonight, sadly.
I mean,
so
He
like,
said sadly.
I mean the chains is such
Chains
a
are
unique
chains, dude.
element.
it's an
Yeah.
experience, dude.
And actually, speaking of the chains, they're gonna be back this Saturday.
Where?
Oh, in Newark, New Jersey, at
Hart
the Hart
Ballroom?
Ballroom.
Hart Ballroom?
The ICW Arena, I
Oh!
might back then.
I was, we were all thinking of a, Boulevard Bullies. We like to make jokes. So it's like,
Yes.
there's the XPW,
Oh,
ICW.
here we go.
Like, they're counter programming each other. They're both fighting over like 250 people, or whatever.
Let's just say Rob Black is gonna pay for 50 of the people to be there. So
Well,
yeah.
okay, so I thought it would be, and listen, we got all the love in the world for Danny, even though Danny like busts my balls even more than he busts your balls.
I mean that's just Danny in general.
hates on me more than he even hates. But anyway,
Danny busts everyone's
so
balls.
it's
It's
like,
not a love.
listen, if they were literally like next door to each other, I'd say, all right, let's go to ICW, let's fuck around, right? But
I like
it's
this
just
guy.
It's just that ICW is so deep south
Yeah,
that it's like, all right, XPW should do work. Let's do a funny video. And I got no love or respect in my heart for XPW other than the lineage, which has always been like kind of like grimy,
Drizzling shits.
Like I can't even believe it's like they did the Dark Side of the Ring. Rob Black still the promoter, just still
strange.
Still
walking
there.
around, just head above water, just. And whatever.
I know, it's
so.
crazy.
So it's like, all right, if they were next door, I'd rather come hang with you
Oh,
and Danny and ICW.
I appreciate
whatever.
that.
But it's like, all right, it's in Newark. Let's make a funny video. Let's make a funny, stupid, classic Boulevard Bullies. Like, this is the first time Deathmatch has been at Heartland Ballroom.
Hart Ballroom
This
here
is
in
incredible.
Newark, New Jersey.
That was the idea, but then they just did that whole angle. Like, I guess their NWO is gonna be like the MAGA guys.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and look, dude, I could stretch my morals pretty far for the sake of art. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I do have it in me to be like, this shitty thing's dope,
Yeah.
But it's not.
Bro,
So it's like, our little foray into our jaunt
Yeah.
canceled
Bro, they're still booking Masada. What the fuck?
because fuck that.
Terrible, man.
I
hate
Like
And
shit came out about Masada beating his wife, and he's still getting booked as
Well,
the champion.
obviously,
yeah.
if it's like Drake Younger, he's like 40, but if he was 14,
He's, like, supreme
he'd be
MAGA,
shooting up
too.
a school,
I mean, as I seen on Twitter too, it's like they say sometimes it's better off to stay on the drugs.
Yo, dude, yeah. So I think that night, because ICW that night too far for us.
Yeah. It's like
And then
It's a little deep.
It's like because
But to all my
That's a
Philly
good
friends,
card,
come
dude.
out.
The card's insane for us.
this guy's got many more Philly friends than we do.
Oh, unfortunately, but I love
wanted
them.
to go to the XPW just to go deep cover, fuck around. But it's like, nah, we're not gonna do it.
Also, can I shout out one more promotion that's kind of our friends too?
Shout out whatever you want.
I know you're familiar for this guy, Matt Tremont, H2O Wrestling,
H2O.
another great promotion out there.
Matt Tremont.
Yeah, they're running
bulldozer.
some shows.
A goat.
Yes,
A goat.
sir. They're running.
Friend of the program.
Yes, sir.
The program.
They're running
I
two.
think.
They're running two
I
big
think. I hope.
shows. Two big shows at the H2O Wrestling Center on Sunday and on Monday.
That's in Williamstown, New Jersey, right?
Williamstown,
Right,
yes,
which
sir.
is somehow more south than Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And-
it's
It's
weird.
in New Jersey, but it's somehow
and we'll add a
20
little
minutes south of
spice, too.
Philadelphia.
The Monday show is going to be a little War Games match.
So what's that now that they're running shows on Mondays?
They've been doing it.
So
quite some
at
time
first
now.
they would run their student thing, like it'd be called Undiscover. Like they would just do a little student showcase, 5 hours at the door. They would showcase their up and coming students, where some of them have made it to like the H2O main roster now.
Right.
And then they did Underrated, which is their like little IWTV miniseries. But then they started something too called Monday Night Depth. So for people that are locally in the Williamstown, the Philly area, they get a little.
I don't care. I'm bored of this. I don't care about this. What do you think?
come
What do you
on.
think about Ron Nemi being the XPW commentator? Dude? Do you feel heartbroken? Is there an agreement? Give me your inside scoop. I want to know the inside scoop. What does Danny think about it? Is it a work? Did Danny just send him deep cover? I want to know all about it. This is a hot topic. Brian, do you agree?
Dude, we talked about it before we started the show.
Just pretend that Brian just asked that question.
Oh my god. So, yeah, you're hitting your own microphone, but
Whatever, dude. Just answer the question, dude.
I will say I was a bit heartbroken
Do you feel
about it.
a bit betrayed?
A little, I'll say. Like listen, anybody who works, even the promotion I fucking hate, make your fucking money. I still love the guy to death.
Right.
I still feel like he's one of the best
I feel like
commentators in
Danny
the
probably
game.
had the same attitude towards it. It's like, hey, if they like
if-
XPW had a hard on to get you, they overpaid to get you. So you know what? Go take that money and just do your thing, and then come back next month. Dude, it's cool.
honestly,
they said the same thing. He's like Danny was like
Well,
the
that's
same
the
thing
attitude you
about
have
Shawn.
to have,
when
because
it comes
if
to
not,
Ron.
then they're always going to tweak you. They're always going to fuck with you.
Right.
Like, so you have to have that kind of chill, no sell attitude.
Facts.
So-
It's like, hey, dude, go get your money. They
So,
got a
like,
hard on for us.
We
Whatever.
hope
Go
to have
ahead.
you back as soon as
when
possible.
it comes to Ron, nothing but love for him. He's one of the best in the game. He's been doing it for a long time. But if he wants to go where he desires, always please, man. I
Maybe
saw
he
much
doesn't
love
desire
for
it. Maybe it's just a money thing. Maybe XPW got a hard on to fuck with Danny, so they
it might
overpaid
be-
him.
I don't know too much behind the scenes what's going on with that.
Oh,
but
you know.
You know.
I would rather not peel any curtains beyond too much.
Always
rather
the
get-
peeling.
He doesn't want to peel too far. He doesn't want to peel too far.
peeling.
He likes peeling
Bananas,
a little piece.
It's a little bit, but not too much.
everything.
But
Peak, right.
but
That's fair.
there's no heat with him. I still love the guy. I hope he does great for the rest of his career. Hopefully, me and him work on the same show together down the line. Much love to you, Ron.
Shut up.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the definite. Shout out, Ron.
Yeah.
Shout out, Ron. You got a good idea.
Shut up, Ron.
But I mean, Ron's just sitting there talking to a microphone. Mittens out here working.
Working, baby.
You know what I mean? So like,
Mittens
Ron,
got
like,
Mittens
know
got
your role,
parents.
Ron.
But-
Know your fucking
Your
role,
role,
dude.
Ronnie.
Yeah. It's like, yo, as long as we got Mittens, as long as we got Mittens, ICW be all right without Ron.
Stop. I'm not that important.
You ever
Stop
want to
it.
get into like
dude, you are
backstage,
important.
backstage interviewing or commentary or something like that?
It's always been a thought with my personality and everything, but I've also like being hands-on, like behind the scenes with ICW when it comes in terms like setting up everything, like the weapons, even when it comes to like setting up as simple as the ring, like the chains and everything. It's such a unique setup. Like if you were to ever come to like the weapons workshop, because they did it once for the deathmatch circus,
We were there.
Could you get us a
Yeah,
press
like-
pass
like-
for the
like-
weapons workshop?
like they would show you like how to stuff the chains, how to make
Dude,
certain
it was-
weapons.
you were there.
And
I just
and
can't
also
believe it.
Boulevard Bullies video.
also shout out
Weapons Workshop Safety Inspectors video.
I want to give a shout out first. Shout out to Weapons Master Ryan. He's the guy
that doesn't,
behind it.
that doesn't count. You're done with shout outs. You use all
come
you use
on.
all the shout outs.
Ryan's gonna be under scrutiny.
But yeah,
I'm kidding.
Weapons Master Ryan. He's
Shout out Weapons Master Ryan.
he's
Weapons Master Ryan!
Yeah.
Is that the guy who looks like Necro Butcher?
no.
All right. There's a
So,
guy who...
so like he's the master beyond the fuckery. Like he comes up with all these ideas.
It's not easy to build that shit.
Oh,
man.
it's never like, and when you're in charge of all of that, it's a lot of stress put upon you. You gotta rely on a team and everything, and
So you
being
got
a
a show
part.
this Saturday, Mittens, right?
Yes.
And Newark, New Jersey.
He's just
Hardball.
completely
Is there any way
interrupted. It's like you're done.
To have a bully there to be a part of this weapons workshop, just to see
Most likely
a bird's
Sean,
head
because
view.
I'm busy.
Well, if you want to see firsthand how the weapons are made, you're more than gladly welcome to come.
Glasses off,
Yes, sir.
Mittens.
I'll talk
I'll
to the
be
guy.
there.
I'll talk to the guys. In charge. We'll get you going.
Sounds
So
good.
listen,
Sounds
you're
good.
done. Yeah, Give it up for Mittens.
You love the Mittens.
The first ever interview.
Brian, do you have any questions for
What the
Mittens?
hell is that?
Why are you pulling on the light tube over?
Well, I'll get to it in a minute. Brian or Sean, do you have any last questions?
Well, Mittens. Oh, the last question I had was.
Don't make it about the light tube.
Yeah,
Just
please.
make
No,
it.
no. It was about
This
the
is
weapons
movie.
workshop. Mittens, I want to know where we can find you. Social
Yeah, plug
media.
yourself.
Yes.
Yo, you know what, dude? So many people who don't deserve it have pro wrestling tees, hookups, and sites. You don't have one, you need one.
Yeah,
and let me
dude.
tell you, if you're not keen to that, why don't you take a little piece of our fucking website? Why don't you hop on? Why don't you sell your merch exclusively through Blvd Bullies, dude?
You know, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea because you know
Yeah, get a little collab going.
Ooh.
We'll get some nice little merchandise on
we're trying to
there.
hitch our wagon to your star, dude. That's the fucking that's the deal.
Hey man, I'm looking for another place to release some new merch on. So
Yo, you know what?
Where can we find you,
we're
though?
gonna
Where
be
can we
one-stop
find
shop.
you?
Plug yourself, yes, please.
plug myself on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at NYIndy INDY CM Punk Kid with 2 Ks.
You
good.
lost me. You fucking lost me. man.
Repeat it.
I literally have no. I'm
NY
literally gonna go to Instagram, search CM Punk Kid, and hope that you come up, dude.
Bang.
That's literally where I'm at.
And-
with that.
NY Indy INDY CM Punk Kid.
All right, so you can find him on Instagram at
2 Ks.
NYNCM Pumpkin.
And could you just give out? Could you do your checking account number as well?
Let's not get into all that, man.
All right, so listen. Here's how we end every show. You don't
Yeah.
know this. You don't know this.
Oh my
dude.
god.
But like every show, every guest gets hit with a light tube.
What the fuck?
No, that's
It's true.
Me?
yeah. You guys
Everyone that's been on here.
every
been hit with a light tube?
single. Yo, we hit Bull
Each and
James with
every
a light
guest.
tube. Boom.
We are 100% serious.
This is actually something that happens. Every guest,
Sir.
boop, hits him with a light tube. Yo, and I'm not talking about some Matt Tremont, plop. I'm talking about some like, follow through.
A baseball
Oh my
swing.
god.
Yeah, so I want
So-
you to stand right here.
I'm
We're
out.
both gonna kneel down.
I'm out here taking a light tube on a fucking.
Yeah, you gotta take a light tube on a Tuesday.
Light tube.
Okay. If they have to explain to me at work tomorrow, I'll just say, yeah, got hit with some facts.
All right, so come over here.
So yeah.
Come over here.
Okay.
You know what?
About to take a nice light tube. Okay.
I'm actually gonna hold this like this. We're gonna
yeah.
come over here.
Oh, you want me a little bit over here?
Okay, and I'm gonna bash you over the head with a light tube. Because that's what happens
You want a little light tube?
to every guest.
It happens to everybody that comes
Every
on this
guest.
show.
Steve, vouch for me.
I'm vouching.
Yes, thank you.
We
Steve.
vouch. We vouch.
Weird Al.
Weird Al's here.
Should I really trust Weird Al over here?
Weird Al had to get hit with a tube just to walk into this fucking building.
Wow.
I still have a bruise.
Yeah, a bruise on his afro. All right, so.
Okay, there was a little bit of glass walking into the studio, so.
You saw it. You saw it.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Steve, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna go like, and then we're gonna.
Yep.
You got it all framed up?
I think so.
You gotta make sure.
Oh yeah, we'll get a
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go. What do you? Come on, fucking
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna
Do it.
Are you just
Fucking do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Mittens, kick the motherfucker!
You know what?
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Come on, you're a little bloody too.
Yeah. I was taking the light tubes.
He was supposed to kick me and reverse it. And he just kept saying, "Come on!" And I was just holding it back, like, kick me and reverse it. I was just saying, like, I'm thinking, like, kick me and reverse it, and he just didn't. So I just fucking hit him with it. All right, hey, I love you.
Hey, wait, just wait. I didn't want to do too much damage, Sam. So I just felt
That
bad.
was the best
You felt
ever.
everything.
Yeah.
You went on this guy's face, dude. This guy's a warrior.
They're bleeding. They're bleeding. They're both bleeding. They're both.
Hell out of dodge.
What?
Everybody, give it up one more time for Mittens CM Punk.
Holy shit!
Dude. You're thank you.
Love you, bro.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Dude, just someone go get a vacuum.
Boulevard Bullies. Normal Halloween show.
I just want to talk about this for a second. So the plan was, am I bleeding? Dude, Dude, the whole plan was, it's like, hey, Mittens, we have a gimmick planned for the end. It's like a whole thing. So it's like, okay, I'm going to convince you that every guest, it's like a whole thing. It's like, okay, and then I'm going to raise up my hands. And then when I do it, you kick me in the stomach, take it from me, hit me with the tube. And then this guy's just, I have my hands raised. Guy's just standing there the whole time.
He was waiting.
Just standing there the whole time, waiting. And it's like, you know what, dude? I had to pull the trigger.
You did.
I had to pull the trigger. It's like I was waiting, and then like as I was swinging, I hit him. And if you look back at the footage, slow mo, if you look back, he kicks me as I hit him. He's gone. He's going to the hospital. His face was all bloody. His face was all bloody, dude. I didn't want to hit him. The whole thing was like, you're our guest. I don't hit you. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna. And I even said, I was like, hey.
Oh, my wig fell off, man. My wig fell off.
That knocked your wig off.
Holy shit.
Am I bloody?
You're bloody, dude. You're all bloody. You got blood running down your head. You got some juice.
Am I fucking bloody?
Holy
well, because fuck him. He's supposed to be some kind of fucking like expert. You don't hit somebody with a half-broken tube. It's like, yo, we got one tube. We got one tube, dude.
Pajama Dan with a super
And then
chat.
he just hit me with the fucking jagged tube, dude.
Holy shit.
That's not...
$1.99 super chat from Pajama Dan.
Yo.
This show has reached new heights. So sick.
Yo, Pajama Jan, get in a cab and come over here and sweep all this shit up, dude. We're gonna have to sweep. And you know what? It went further. There are shards everywhere. Every inch of this room. Like, we're gonna have to move the drums and sweep.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude.
Literally shards of glass.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
You know?
Text messages from my family right now. What the fuck?
God damn it.
Glass all over everything. Here you
God damn it.
So much cleaning.
Oh yeah, I feel a little bit of like a scrape.
You're scraped, dude.
Am I a little bloody?
Yeah, you got color.
You got some color.
You got some color, baby.
Oh boy. Hi, I'm Gene Tagovit. Welcome to Boulevard Bullies. If you want to drop a $5 super chat, you win the goddamn Macho Man figure. And you know what? Listen, we're selling pieces of this glass for like 10 cents a pop.
What?
That's how we go.
Hey.
So before we bring in our second guest.
Yes.
Yo, actually, RJ City, come on in here, dude. Get on in here.
Red
RJ. I called you RJ City.
Red shoes, baby.
Well, because you should have different initials. I don't know.
City.
Red Shoes Media, everybody.
Red Shoes Media.
Ooh, we can recut that. Hey, how are you? Good to see you, dude. We invited Red Shoes. Red Shoes has been a great part of the crowd. He's been a great photographer throughout all of life.
Shout out to him, baby. Thank you.
So plug yourself. We're not going to make you get hit with a tube.
I was like, I would appreciate that. You know?
Have you ever been hit with a tube?
I mean, several times, just due to my vantage point of where I'm shooting. You know?
Right, well, there's a lot of shrapnel.
Accidental.
I was like, well, yeah, it's like I've gotten busted open. I've gotten a little bit more color than yourself on one good time in Indiana.
Oh, so yeah, you travel and do these things too.
Yeah, I travel.
So what happened? You did like you like just like literally caught a shard like right in the forehead?
I was like, well, yeah, it was a glass spot. I believe it was who the hell this was at this damn show. It was Satu Jin and it was Tank.
Okay.
They was having a match, and I wanted to get like the nice, real shattery kind of frozen in time glass plate.
I mean, they're
spot.
beautiful photographs, so you can't deny
Oh well,
the beauty of the glass shattering.
Shots to get.
I was like, yeah, it's
They're
like,
not
it's,
easy.
It's
I'm sorry.
it's why
Don't touch me.
death. Oh my god, death match is the best thing to shoot just because like you just have like so many instances of the glass just suspended there. It just looks beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Very, very beautiful.
I was like, but like, so I was waiting for this spot. I wanted a nice, good angle, and then like all of a sudden, hits me right on the top of the head. And then, like, I start bleeding, just like it starts cascading down, just like not unlike many waterfalls.
So you had like a few drip.
Yeah, it was a couple of drip
like
drips.
this.
Is he back?
Hold on, Mittens is coming back. Are
Mittens
you all
is
right?
back.
I thought he went to the hospital. Thought he went to the hospital. Yo, shout out. That's super dope. You're working on a new project.
That was good.
I mean, I guess if you improv yourself. Yo, thank you, Mittens. Yo, give it up for Mittens. Yo, give it up. Thanks. Thank you for in advance for staying asleep all this
That
stuff.
was actually
Yo, so you're working on a new project. I see on your Instagram you always have the great photos.
Thank you.
You always have the great stuff. You're very committed. You travel.
Yes.
You do your thing. You're super into it. But you have a new project. I see you doing like little video trailers, little video teasers.
Yeah, I have been. It's me and the Kirks. We just do very well, you know. I love everything about them. I mean, it was once upon a time it was uncool to like the Kirks, but like now, just due to husband
put in
wife
the work.
doing-
They
really
dude.
did. Especially
Facts.
Casey, but Brandon Kirk's
He's awesome too.
He's
a bad
awesome, dude.
motherfucker. He's
I agree
generally
completely.
speaking, a bad motherfucker. I mean, Casey's like, me and Casey have sort of like, it's like this weird artistic relationship. It's
You vibe.
It's like, yeah, just like I just like point a camera at her and
knows
like
what to
just
do.
get some light and we just get magic every time.
Yup.
I can't describe a better sort of like thing other than that. Like every fucking time.
That's dope.
So what do you have, like a Kirk's family coffee book table coming out? Coffee table book?
It's a
coffee
coffee
book
table.
table?
Talk about coffee table.
Oh, whatever. Whichever it is. Is that
was
what
like,
we're
well,
teasing? Is that what we're getting teased?
Well, I've been trying to keep it under wraps for a little bit, but like, yeah, maybe I have been working on a book.
Would you like to release that book at the event that we throw that is main evented by Superhuman vs. CM Punkin?
I would be honored.
With live performances from Weird Al.
Bully Mania. Bully Mania.
Bully Mania, Weird Al, RJ City, Table Book Coffee, or whatever I said before, and main event CM Punkin versus fucking Superhuman.
I was like, I even have a name for the book. It's called Pray for the Kirks, Pray for the Kirks.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, duality, you know.
You should have called it Fuck the Kirks.
I was like, well, yeah, but that's kind of obvious. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. It's too on the
That's
nose.
right.
You know. All right,
It's
fine.
like,
Fuck me,
Red
man.
Shoes Media is not about the obvious.
Well, Red Shoes, where can we find you, dude?
I was like, well, I am on Twitter. It's all one word, Red Shoes Media. I am also on Instagram.
Okay.
That's red.shoes.media. That's very important to note. Also, I have a website. It's redshoes.media. So
Nice.
just
A lot of red shoes there.
I was like, well, yeah, it's just like you have to keep the branding, in order and very specific.
Very nice. Very
All right,
nice.
thanks so much. That was your time. Geek yourself with that piece of glass. Just get the hell out of here now. Don't do it. I'm just kidding.
No, don't kill
I'm
yourself.
just kidding. Thank you, Red Shoes Media. Everybody follow at Red Shoes Media. Some of the things are red.shoes.media. I wasn't paying attention, but you guys can figure it out. Play it back. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Everybody follow Red Shoes Media. Buy his merch.
The man.
Support Red Shoes.
The man.
He's the
Thank you,
man.
Thank you, guys.
Gene, I want to see the wounds on your face.
Do I have wounds?
There's a couple cuts.
Like,
Lacerations.
like is it like under the hat
No,
or
it's like on
above?
it's on your line there. It's on your line.
Right on your hairline, dude.
No, it's like here. I want me to touch it. It's like right
Look at
there.
this. Look at this.
Am
Look
I
at this.
fucked
You
up?
zoom in on that?
Oh, you're good. It's dry
Look at
blood
this.
now.
Yo, Sean, did your brother go on a beer run?
He did.
Where the hell is he?
I don't know. I texted him. I said, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'm on my way back now."
There's also blood on Jesus' robe. I'm gonna get a shot.
Sean's bleeding.
Yo, so I mean, I know I just said this story, but I'm just gonna say it one more time for prosperity. It was like, at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
went
okay,
over the spot.
Hey, we bought a tube. I'm going to convince you to take it. And then I'm going to go like this. You're going to kick me in the belly, take it back,
And
hit me with
whack
it.
you
I
with
think
it.
that he worked and wanted you to hit him.
I think he wanted you to
I
hit
think
him,
he
dude.
wanted
Yeah.
to take the tube and
I
did that on
think,
purpose.
do you think he called it in the ring? He fucking
he did? He
called
went
an
into
audible.
business for himself,
That's
dude.
just what we're gonna have to believe.
Yeah. I mean, you
CM
told him
Punk'd it,
twice
dude.
here.
He
I was like,
literally
kick
CM
me.
He literally CM Punk'd it and went
Yeah.
into business for
He
himself.
went into business for himself.
Jesus Christ, Brian, you hate CM Punk.
Not a big fan.
I wish that with
Not a
CM Punk,
big
it was
fan.
CM Punk. By the way, he left. He's going to like another party.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just going to like. He's booked, dude.
He's booked.
What did he say? What was the first thing he said? It's like, yeah, people went crazy.
They love me. They
People
love
just
me.
love
People,
me.
people love
love
him.
me.
And the chat speaks for itself.
Dude, I
They-
fucking
yeah.
love him too. He was awesome.
Dude, I outside of
You just hit him in the head with a tube. That was legendary shit.
he's just looking at me dead in the eyes, and I can see him saying, "Do it,
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, he wanted it, dude. He wanted you to whack him.
He's like, go ahead, hit me, goddamn it, hit me.
Goddamn shit.
Yeah, and I was like, are you? I'm gonna actually do it. Yeah. And it's like,
Like, what was the other option? Like,
I was like, I'm right.
That was
nothing.
wild.
And,
bro.
and like, even though we had planned it just moments ago,
Yeah.
like as we were like walking up, I was like, make sure you
I saw you.
Yeah.
Kick me.
Make sure you kick me.
Yeah, take it.
Remember the spot?
You know what?
Legendary shit.
God bless him. God bless CM
bless
Punk.
Oh man. Yeah.
So we have another guest
We do.
on the docket.
First ever second.
But you know
two-time
what?
guest.
Actually,
Second guest on the show. I mean, it's first ever two-time.
first ever two-time guest. What time is it?
It's-
Ow! Oh! Ow!
You got yourself.
Ow!
We're at 8:12, baby.
First ever second guest on one show.
All right. Here's the thing. Here's what's gonna happen.
What?
I'm gonna tell you.
Tell us.
Well, what I was gonna say was, if you guys aren't following Pro Wrestling Junkies, please go and follow
hell
that on
is that?
Instagram.
He's plugging
Well,
himself.
I'm
He's
plugging my
plugging
stuff, my cards here, baby.
Oh Jesus Christ!
If you guys didn't know, we're working with some stuff here. Right here, we got a Nick Wayne, we got some Billy Starks, and we got Effie on the website. We got Tony Deppen on the website, and we got some other big names coming at you. So if you're not following, go follow. Go hit that website. Go buy some cards. Yeah. That's it.
Love it. All right, listen. I hate to do this,
What?
but I think all the adrenaline from the tube.
Whoa! It's a Jabberwocky, Mike.
This guy's got beer. Woo!
You just found the energy. You just found the energy.
Whoa!
Margarita! Oh my good God! All right, listen.
Toss
So,
him in.
so here's what's gonna happen.
What happened, baby?
Here.
Here's what's gonna happen. Cayman Jack.
Give us
Cactus.
some cold action.
What?
Oh, Brian, terrible. Ca-
Wait, who
What?
Oh yes.
who came in Jack?
I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna crack a beer, crack another beer, and I'm just gonna spill
Oh
it
my
here.
God. Oh, it's all in my crotch. Oh my God.
Pat, what were you gonna tell us, baby?
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it to you guys. So here's what we got left in the show. And by the way, it's 8:14. We got 45. What? Maybe even we could run. It's a special occasion. We could run till 9:30.
To do.
We do have a lot of sweeping to do as well. And then
we do.
and then the room is till 10. They can kick us out. We're like, well, we swept till 10. So here's what we got left.
What?
Do you guys have any desire? We have another guest.
Okay.
Steve, can you see this pinata up here?
Yes, but not in the shot right now. But yes.
Well, then we do have a pinata. We also have pinata.
Okay.
We're gonna have our third guest actually, because we had Red Shoes.
Yep.
Clap it up for Red Shoes, Peter. We have our third guest, so we're gonna make our third guest talk to us about wrestling, talk to us about horror movies.
Oh.
We're gonna have them hit the pinata.
What?
And we're gonna make them eat the thing that's in the pinata.
Wow.
And I promise you that there is nothing behind the couch that is in any way a light tube. There's not the light that we bought one light tube, and that one's gone now. Do you guys have any? Do you guys have any inkling or desire to talk about like the wrestling news?
I literally haven't watched anything because I've been playing so much Sekiro. We couldn't even talk about anything.
What about you? Goddamn! Oh my God! This tastes good.
What is that?
It basically is just like Chili's in a can, Applebee's in a can.
It does. It does.
Yeah, just taste. When I drink it, I feel like I'm at Applebee's.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. Cayman Jack.
Yeah.
What is this?
Tastes like Central Bookings.
Wow, Brooklyn or Queens?
6, you said?
Oh my
Wow,
God.
never been.
You would have hoped for Queens.
Well, listen. I think it's time to bring on our next guest. I don't think Brian and I have anything to talk about.
I want you to do the
Let's talk
intro.
about
You do
Sekiro.
the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the stage from the Beer, Blood, and Body Slams, this is Kasin!
Hello. Hug me, no license. You sit in the wet spot.
Good to see you. What? Give him a pillow. Give him a pillow. Brian.
There's blood.
Yeah, put that there. You sit there.
Hold on.
Make sure.
Just make sure.
I see no light.
There's nothing back there, I promise you.
I see no light tips.
Before, if without a sponsor, we have no second light.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, baby? Good to see you.
JT Kasin. JT Kasin, probably the most underrated wrestler that I know.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, probably the most
Hard
underrated
worker.
wrestling mind and wrestler that I know. You've been in the game for a minute.
About 18 years.
You were the only one smart enough during the filming of Breaking Bullies to yell at Brian and his stupid friends for doing suplexes. You said, hey, I've been doing this for 10 years. You guys are about to paralyze yourselves. And you know what? There was a spot where they almost did.
It was scary.
I think they thought they were doing a...
No, I wasn't involved.
Oh,
Yeah, he just got hit in the head with a kendo stick willingly.
That's reasonable.
You know what? I'd rather do that than like have some
I'm not
fucking
flipping.
idiot
I'm not
like
flipping.
go for a suplex and brain buster me. Like,
I
but like
must-
when
yeah.
I say brain buster, I mean like
Drill your head in.
like a
Right. When you do a brain buster, that's a proper.
like a Tua, like a.
oh no.
So how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. What's your favorite horror movie right now?
Straight to it.
Are you like a Terrifier guy right now?
Well, I haven't seen the new one yet, so it's definitely on the docket for this weekend, Halloween weekend.
Wait, hold on, stop. I'm sorry. Kasin is not only a 15-year vet of wrestling, right? Just about
18-year.
18-year vet of wrestling. But Kasin runs the Beer, Blood, and Body Slams page, which is your one-stop shop
Yep.
for guess what?
Beer.
Uh-huh.
Horror.
What?
What?
And pro wrestling.
What?
We got the unprofessional beer reviews, which I love. I saw you drinking the Fog.
Yes. The
The
Dude,
Fog.
I've been doing Fog at Sweet Ave for weeks now. I can't.
You should come to Sweet Ave. Have you ever heard of Sweet Ave before? It's just like a craft brewery.
course he
Delicious
hasn't, Brian.
beers.
I've heard of it. I haven't been out. Yeah, I need to go.
Of course he hasn't, dude. Why would he know about some
He's heard of
fucking...
it, motherfucker.
Why would he have...
He literally just said he's heard about it.
Kasin,
Motherfucker.
where do you live? You're like in like Lindenhurst or something.
The man literally just said he's heard of it.
He was just being nice to
I
you,
don't think
dude.
so. I think he knows about beer.
I don't
Did
think so.
one man not speak?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not in character now.
Well, why don't you put on your wig and stay in character,
all-
guy?
Knocked
I'm
my
a
wig
werewolf.
off.
Where's your hair?
I dropped it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's the point. That I wanted to preface with that. Follow Beer, Blood, and Body Slams because that's why we're talking about horror. I want to talk to you about wrestling, but I'm on some horror tip right now.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know you just got introduced to Art the Clown, so you changed your life.
You know, because I was, I'm a victim of the marketing. Because, it's just like Blair Witch type of fucking marketing, except like 10 years later, it's like, people vomited. And it's like, so of course
You don't realize how many people actually vomit at these like horror movie premieres, because like especially like when they go to like festivals,
Right.
it's like people that you don't expect to see horror.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, it's like, oh, this is grotesque.
I mean, Terrifier 1,
It's
Had-
good. It's good. It's,
see, I loved it.
yes.
I thought it had one really brutal Tromaville style scene, and then everything else, it was like kind of cool and fun.
Yeah,
like,
no, it was a good time.
and he's more of like a
Art the
mime.
Clown is a very good character.
Very
and he
animated.
works the mime stuff perfectly.
He's more of a mime than a clown almost.
Yes. I would put him more in the mime
He's not a
character.
type of clown.
It is a category.
God damn it, Brian.
Motherfucker.
I don't know. Look it up in your goddamn Webster's
You
dictionary.
should know the facts before you start pontificating.
Are you gonna start a clown war?
Dude, I mean, maybe me and Brian.
think it
get
already
to-
started.
Maybe we're the underneath card on
Yeah.
the Superhuman fucking CM Punk. Dude, side note, sorry.
happened.
And
I
then,
just,
then
I
you
just
get
really,
juggalos in there.
I just really want to make that happen.
Yeah.
Special guest referee, Weird Al.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
So, You love horror movies.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, so Terrifier 1, it's like it had one really brutal scene, which the way that they set it up and the way that they executed it, it was more like fun. It wasn't like so...
It was
like,
brutal, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is
well,
the
the
worst
shots
thing I've
that they
seen.
chose to show it, I thought were like still okay.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, I think seeing the bolt cutters on the toe in Hostel was like
Oh, that
worse
was wild,
to me.
bro. Hostel's a
You know
like
what it
a
is?
gory
It's the digits.
movie.
Yeah.
The digits
Oh, yeah.
fuck me up. The digits. Like I don't want to see a finger.
Well, because
Yeah.
you're used to like, you know what, like how it feels when you hurt your finger.
Oh.
So like once it gets like something like you can imagine like losing it. Like, and you know people that have probably.
The ghost limb.
Ow!
Did
And
you see?
I don't have a vagina, so I don't know
Oh.
what that would.
Bad take. Terrible take by you.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't know where to go from here now, Steve. Completely ruined the show.
Brian, what did you just say?
Me? Yo, so what is... I've probably seen you wrestle like over 24 times. Just
Yeah.
kind of adds up, you know? What is your favorite match that you've ever had?
My favorite match I've ever had, probably, believe it or not, it's probably me versus Stockade when I won the belt. Right,
Wow,
whatever
but
you said.
stock.
Sick. And
And
were you...
I know I'm not supposed to throw that name out there.
Oh,
for
no, I don't...
everybody
You know,
to
hey,
see.
listen.
But hey,
I mean, in
comes to
NYWC
shove.
Universe, my name might as well be right next to Stockade.
you know when, but when you win the main championship, it's a great moment, and I was able to do that. It was a cool thing.
So dope. And you did it as a beer belly bandit, JT Kasin.
It was before the Bandits, so technically I was just reckless and wasted JT Kasin.
That's dope.
It was my other drunken tag team before the Bandits.
So, but it was basically like this. It was the
Same
kind of
gimmick,
thing.
yeah.
So that was your first thing, drunken reckless into beer belly into the you were doing the religious type of thing. What was it?
The Kasin.
Kasin.
Emphasis on the sin.
Not Kaisen like I
Not
put in the
Kaisen
description.
on the YouTube.
Tyson!
Anyway, you guys continue this video. I'm gonna go tell this band to stop.
Quiet
playing
out
music.
there!
Quiet on the set.
I want to know, what is your take on the new Halloween? I'm a big fan of Halloween. I actually just watched 4 and 5 the other day because those are like two of my favorite horror.
4 is my second favorite.
Isn't it such a good Halloween,
Yes.
right? So I want to know where you sit on this latest Halloween. I know we had Rob Zombies, and a lot of people weren't happy with the second one. So where do you place this last one? Halloween Ends.
Okay, I don't want to go into spoilers because, like,
A lot of people
a lot of people
haven't
haven't
watched
seen
it,
it. I do appreciate that they tried something different with this. And I thought they did pretty well with it up until the third act, and then they just fumbled hard with it. I feel like if they paid it off the right way, it would have worked. But because they did this, and it was supposed to be the end of a trilogy,
Right.
the end of the Halloween franchise, technically, although they'll make like 5 more.
Yeah.
course.
But still, like, they were looking for this end of the Blumhouse trilogy, and they wanted like Michael versus Laurie, and they don't really get as much as they probably wanted.
So did you think this is more of the story of the evil opposed to it being of Michael and Laurie's story? Because I felt in a way it was like the evil needs a way to continue. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. They focus more on the evil of the town and also the evil that's within everybody,
Yes.
more than the actual like evil in Michael Myers. And everyone needs their own boogeyman, and they
Yes.
portrayed it onto something else. And they molded a little bit of Christine from John Carpenter
Yep.
in there too. So like it was a little mishmash of things. And as I said, it was working until they just bit hard on the third act.
Yeah. So where do you see like horror movies like in this day and age compared to like I grew up late 80s, early 90s horror, so a lot of Freddy, a lot of like Michael Myers and stuff like that, and just like Evil Dead. Like where do you see horror now from where it once was? Do you see a drastic change? Do you see it still where it's at? Like where is it at for you?
Well, right now we're getting a lot of reboots with characters coming back. You know, obviously like with Texas Chainsaw
Yep.
and the Halloween stuff. Friday the 13th is going to have a new entry at some point now that the whole like lawyer thing is all taken care of. But like, you know, again, and also new horror icons like Art the Clown. So it's a nice little mishmash of things. I think horror, though, is a really good place because we just have so much good horror right now. I just watched, today I watched this movie called Barbarian.
Okay.
I heard mixed things.
It's
about that.
it's a wild movie.
What's his name is in that from fucking The Office? Who's the main dude? Who's the main dude in the movie?
Steve Carell.
He's like no, not Steve Carell.
Oh.
He's
No.
like usually a funny dude. He's usually a funny dude in the movie.
Oh well, Justin Long isn't.
Justin Long.
Yes,
That's what I
yes.
meant. That's what I meant.
But like it's not really off-putting on the movie. Like there's humor in there,
Right.
But it's not like too much where it's gonna take away from the actual horror
I
of
feel
the
you.
situation. It's just a wild, like the setup is very stereotypical horror, and you don't know where it's gonna go until it goes into this far left field direction, and it just goes crazy.
Have you ever seen Hereditary or Midsommar?
Yes, both of them.
Are you a fan?
I like them both. Definitely slow burns. Definitely not for everybody, but I enjoyed them both.
What would you say is the scariest movie of all time?
Ooh.
For
good
you,
one.
for you.
Well, it's hard to scare me now, but back when I was a kid, it was the original It
Wow.
with Tim Curry.
That's a fucked up
That
thing.
that was always
Yeah.
like I watched that when I was like
Just 'cause it's
eight
kids,
years
too.
old,
Oh wow.
and it just like
Terrifies you.
screwed me up for a little bit. But until I read the book, and I was like, oh, this is fine.
So talking about like characters that like really like put a haunting on you, right? Now we're gonna talk some wrestling. What are some characters at an early age like, wow, this is scary? It's like for me, like I grew up new generation era, so I'm talking about Mankind, Goldust. Those are guys that are like, before I use the bathroom, I'm pulling the curtain on the shower to make sure nobody's there. Like, who for you is like somebody in the wrestling world that has that like aura?
I mean, I'm a little older, so like, I guess like Vader, like when he was
okay.
like
So, like,
blown
WCW? Okay, 92,
like when he was
93?
actually like a real threat.
Yeah.
Vader for sure was scary. Even like Bam Bam, like when done right, Bam Bam was very intimidating. You know.
Dude, you know who used to scare the fuck out of me?
Who?
Paul Bearer.
Oh
Dude, I used to, just his voice, dude,
yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah, dude, it's scary, man.
But yes, but like
Paul
even like
Bearer scared you?
He's
More than Undertaker scared you?
Dude, I mean, Undertaker didn't really talk. It was
This
the
fat
voice, it
man
was
who
the
doesn't
voice.
sleep. Ah!
The high-pitched voice of Paul Bearer haunted my dreams.
I loved Paul Bearer as
I
a
loved
kid.
it. Right.
As a kid, I wasn't scared of him. I was scared of Undertaker. And Paul Bearer was like, for me, the comic relief that made me keep watching instead of running and hiding.
it's like this is kind of scary, but this guy's kind of ridiculous. So I'm just like
that's
it's
how
fun.
it was for me. I was able to keep watching because I was like, that guy was just weird. So it's
Terrifying.
funny to me that he scared you. That-
It was the voice, dude. It was the voice.
So we were talking, Pat. We were talking about, excuse me, Gene. We were speaking of characters in early wrestling who had like, horror auras. So like, who's like a wrestler from back then that like really like, wow, this is scary. Like, is he horror or is he a wrestler? What are you doing?
I wish that I could find a more eclectic answer, but I gotta say Mankind, dude. Like, I gotta say Mankind.
Boiler Room Brawl,
because
Mankind?
like Undertaker, if I was older in 91 when he came, maybe I would have like been affected in a different way. But it's almost like Undertaker's like Darth Vader to me. It's like I was just born already knowing that he was Luke's father.
Yeah.
Like it's like Undertaker already just existed like throughout all of time for me. And then like, you go to like Kane, and Kane, I think for some people in a certain age range was very scary, but I think I was just right in the Mankind, because Mankind was like Silence of the Lambs.
He was like deranged.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he was like deranged, right? He wasn't like a ghoul,
Right.
or like a demon.
He was just a
He was
psycho.
just a deranged.
He was holding rats,
human.
ripping his hair, sitting in
Yeah,
circles.
He was like
Yo,
wild.
and,
Like
and-
a
and-
pig, dude.
Yeah.
we all know the pencil fucking thing, yeah.
yes.
And you know what? Actually, he fought. And forgive me. What the fuck do I know? But Kane's first actual match was against Mankind,
Yes.
and they did all red lights for that.
Right, we
I think it was a
talked about this.
SummerSlam. I don't remember what it was, but was this? Oh, Survivor Series. Yo, there you go, dude.
Pork chop.
Pork Chop Express in the house. Beer run, K-Man Jack.
K-Man Jack.
I think Mankind is very scary because like with Undertaker, you look and you get it. It's like Undertaker, graveyard guy, dead. Okay, Kane, you get it. Demon, flames,
Right.
red. But with Mankind, you didn't really know.
He was like some Seven
what
Hannibal
it
Lecter
was.
shit.
It
Yeah,
was no
yeah.
archetype. It was no, poster child for some type of character. It like Mankind. Even the word Mankind isn't scary.
It was odd.
Mankind,
Yeah, it was just odd. Yeah,
Even
it was
the name.
unsettling.
They
yeah.
kind of made him a joke, though.
Yo, but
giving
then,
him the
and then like the
sock.
all brown.
Well,
anyway,
that was not until a while. For,
Right.
Yeah.
what I'm talking about is
right.
Beginning
at
was
Survivor
scary.
Series, he
Right.
fought Kane, and he took the flare bump. You know, he's up top
On the apron.
but he took the flare bump.
the floor.
From the top to the
Oh,
floor,
yes,
dude.
yes.
So you know what I'm saying? Like the flare bump is
Yeah,
like,
oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'm up top.
I felt that when you said that.
Yeah, you do you remember that, dude? And so Mankind's like, I don't know, the guy was on the floor or whatever, and Kane like did the Brock Lesnar hop up, walked out around the apron, and literally Ric Flair bumped him from the top rope to the floor.
I mean,
Dude.
he's talking Vader, right? So now you reminding me of Vader and Cactus in WCW. I
See,
remember
but
they did a sunset flip. Cactus does a sunset flip off the
outside?
apron to the outside, and you just hear his back hit the floor.
In fucking
See,
And
like,
this is like an MGM Disney. Like, it's just a studio. There's no mats on the floor,
Right,
bro.
right,
It's
yeah.
like
And-
Mickey Mouse
Yo,
floor.
and you know,
what I'm saying?
and I actually heard like when Joe Gacy, you know, Joe Gacy before he became who he is, he did like extra work. And I remember I saw him like after some Braun Strowman shit, because one of the guys got vaulted in this modern era, but he got vaulted over the top to the floor. And I was like, hey, and I don't know, I was talking to Joe and I was like, hey, at least you weren't that guy. And he's like, nah, dude, like, yo, those mats are deep and nice. Like, everything's cool. Like, you think it doesn't give. So it's like, okay, modern era, like, when they incorporated, like, the bowl.
Yes.
You know, like the
Yep.
rubber bowl.
Yes.
It's like, apparently, ain't no thing to go from top to bottom.
all
you know?
insulated, yeah.
Or like small
Because
indie
they don't
companies
want
are
you
like
to fucking
mats.
kill yourself.
We don't need mats.
Oh, my God. Well, you know, I ring announce for some stuff, and it's like, they literally just throw down a pillow.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, oh, that's the mat.
Yeah, there's a mat on that side. You,
know?
guys just gotta
And
work
it's like,
around
don't even throw it down at that point. But anyway, what I'm saying is that in the Mankind days, in the 90s, yo, they still had like just like athletic mass. I was like, yo, that shit probably fucking sucked.
dude.
That was probably
And
brutal.
actually, to go further back, I think Bruiser Brody was a very scary, like wrestler back in the day. That I feel like if he was alive longer, or like was brought around
People
our
were
time,
terrified of
I
him.
think he would have done like huge money for.
He was
for
an
wrestling.
unhinged man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, actually, I just thought of a new question. I want to know what you think of Bray Wyatt, past, present, and future.
That's what I was going towards.
Past, present, future. Because Brian's a huge fan of House of Black. You know, Brian loves the gothy,
Supernatural. I love
the
the
dramatic, the the pomp and the circumstance. Yo, you know what? I'm not gonna front. The House of Black entrance is pretty dope.
It was sick.
Until he like walked to the wrong place that one time.
When
You remember?
the lights went
Yeah,
off
like
and
the
then they
spotlight
pop
was
on.
over here. He was over here.
Right.
It was like, dude,
But
yeah,
that's
you
poor
fucked it
production.
up.
That's production's fault.
Nah, I think it's it's probably not easy to like walk through the
Darkness.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, what's your your Bray Wyatt take? Yeah.
I like Bray. He's very creative, super creative, and like
Absolutely.
being a person like who loves horror. I love those elements being brought into wrestling, because like I feel like same thing with like if you're watching a horror movie, you need all these like little elements, like emotions to be brought out. I feel like the same thing with pro wrestling.
Right. You gotta connect.
Like you want to be able to connect. You want to be able to laugh, cry, be a little scared, you know. And I feel like if you're able to add something like that, even as ridiculous as sometimes like Bray Wyatt's things are, it just adds something very different and eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the promo he did the other night, where he came out and he was like, "Yo," you know, and he was like real. He was real, Bray.
His voice was like.
He was just
cracking.
wearing
He was like,
jeans.
I
just want to
you
say
know.
thank
It
you.
sounded kind of awkward. He was like making himself sound.
Well, you
kinda
know, he
awkward.
suffers, and I always say this, but it's like it's a judgy thing, because I always say like MJF is great, but he suffers slightly from a little bit of like overacting. You know, and I think that Bray suffers from the same thing, like overacting. But that's me as like a 36-year-old gene.
Right.
You know, when I was a kid, everybody was overacting. I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, this is great. So it's like I can't get so down on them, whatever. But that and you know, I live to shit on Bray just for our show every week, Brian,
Right.
to hate on you and be like, hey, guess what, Brian? Bray sucks again. You know.
I think he secretly loves him.
I think it's the same.
I think he's just trying to bring content to the show.
I
get it. I understand.
I will say that SmackDown promo a few weeks ago where he was like, "You saved me." You know, he was being like, you know, maybe he was like, he was sniffling a little bit too much.
It's like getting
but his overall message was so
wow.
dope. And then, in true amazing horror fashion, the last 10 seconds, lights out. Oh,
new mask.
Dude,
cut off, dude.
So dope. So I guess it appears that Bray Wyatt's gonna be feuding with himself.
It's gonna be
you
like
know,
multiple,
or whatever.
It's gonna be schizophrenia
and,
shit.
and you know,
dude.
I have no faith. And you know, and then the next week where he's standing in the back and like the spooky music playing, I was like, I'm already off of this.
Well, it's his theme music.
It's Code Orange. Did you know that?
Yeah, but you don't.
I didn't know. I mean, it sounds very different from their old
But it's
shit.
like, you know, they put blue lights shooting up.
That was very
in the back.
That was Brody Lee.
Yeah, but like, okay, so the thing where he came in the ring.
It was a tribute with the door and the light.
But the best part about the promo recently, it sounded like he was talking about the fans.
Right.
But he's talking to the voices in his head.
Oh,
right.
Jesus Christ. That makes me sick. That makes me not like him.
Maybe you're not supposed to
come
like
the
him.
fuck on.
Fuck off. Dude, yo, when he came out to the ring and he did the whole heartfelt, I was going to kill myself. But
That's
you
what he
saved
said.
me and I save you. And then it was just like he was real Bray. And then it like ended with like the message. Like, oh my God, there's a villain for Bray. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking dope. I was, for the first time almost since Hawaii shirt days, I was bought in on this guy.
Hawaii
I was like,
shirt
yo,
days.
fuck yeah, dude. But then the next week he was like sitting in the back and they have like, you know, he's like in just the loading dock and there's like blue and purple lights. It's like, and there's like music playing
shit,
for his
dude.
backstage. What, the guy can just create music now?
His music's
He's
playing.
like, I go where the circle takes me. And so it's like the 1 week I was like, yo, the heartfelt promo into the, oh my God, there's a new omniscient like enemy for
But
him.
they did it again. They did that
But
again.
I was so into that. And then when he was backstage the next week, they followed up with him backstage with like creepy music playing. Which, yo, if you're standing backstage, there shouldn't be creepy
It's
music
different.
playing.
That's never happened.
Who's playing this music?
But it's
And he's like,
something
oh,
different.
I'm gonna go where the
It's
circle
different.
takes me.
It's very creepy
I
music.
I went right back to being like, yo, fuck this guy, man.
But you know what though? Maybe they'll see that and say, "Oh, this didn't work." We'll see
listen,
what happens.
I think
Yo, if
it
I was
worked. I would say
13
that it worked.
and shopping at Hot Topic, man, I'd be fucking follow the buzzards all day, every day.
You know what? There's a lot of those still out there though.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's like it's important as you get older
They're not
to
marketing
realize
for
that.
Gene.
Hey,
Dude, he's
you know what?
marketing to a
How
whole-
dare you?
Dude, he's going.
You're
into
lucky
a
I don't
whole-
have a second tube, dude.
It's a whole mental health gimmick. It's mental health gimmick, man. It's
Oh, and that's another thing that bothers me too. Is like everybody's a pussy. Everybody's dealing with, oh, I don't feel like a real man, but now I do. But now I don't. And it's like, yo, shut up. Just go wrestle, dude.
So where do they go with it? Do they have him
yo,
like?
I don't know. I
Is
feel
he
like
battling his demons for like
nah,
6 months?
I feel like
the
the
Rumble?
most.
I
He's gonna
think-
become a sadistic fuck. is what
I
is
think
gonna happen.
the other personality is gonna be almost like the Fiend kind of deal.
So how did you
And-
feel
and
about
that's
seeing
like his
the
enemy?
Fiend as one of these like things that popped up
It was
because
all
it
of his
threw me
personality.
off.
It was all of his personalities.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Was it?
That's what
I
I
think-
Husky
I think
Harris,
that
they're
that's
all-
what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Do you think that Bo Dallas is going to come back and fucking do
That's
some
what I
shit?
heard.
I don't know, dude.
I'm into it, dude.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking
Uncle
after
Howdy.
the other night.
Uncle Howdy.
Sometimes you just gotta believe.
Yeah. Yo, and you know what? Like, and it kind of makes sense because you think about it like Bray Wyatt. Yo, and I don't want to downplay mental health. Mental health is a fucking important
Serious.
thing, you
It's
know?
very popular nowadays.
Unless you're Adam Page. If you're Adam Page talking about mental health, I don't give a fuck. But anybody else, I'm all about it, you know? So, like, yo, I understand. Bray Wyatt, listen. Brody Lee died. He ate a whole bunch of fucking chicken nuggets, and he fucked up WrestleMania, right? All right, fine. Yo, I got you. It's fine.
Right.
Now you got to go take time away. And you got to read Twitter. It's like, hey, I got to take time away. I don't know how many tweets it's going to take for me to be inspired to come back, but I'll let you know when I got them. Right? It's like, oh, well, y'all cared about it. It's like, okay, I'm into it.
He said he wanted them all to shut the fuck up. He said he wanted them to stop tweeting him. I love it. I love the shit, and it's gonna get great.
So where do you see it playing up into? Like, where is it gonna just be like, this is the new turning page, and this is where it's going?
What I fear is that it's going to be Bray Wyatt. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think Bray Wyatt is going to be confronted by Bo Dallas led. It's going to be a Bo Dallas faction versus Bray Wyatt. It's going to be Bo Dallas and like Vincent and fucking Bill Carr.
Which would be great. I'd love those.
Oh, well, you know what? But for like money wise, I'd be all about that because like I want those guys to make money.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be Bo Dallas, Vincent, Bill Carr, like, join us, Bray, join us. And I think it's going to be War Games, the Usos versus Bray Wyatt and his brother. So it's going to be Bo and his minions versus Bray, with Bray against his will, though. They're going to be a team, but Bray's going to be like, oh, I want to break out. I think it's going to be some shit like that.
So if that does happen, I think we're going to start seeing that this Friday because they're heading into the Crown Jewel November 5th. And that's
they're getting close. They're
getting close to summer.
It's going to be very quick before.
If they add people to Bray Wyatt's thing, I think that I would start to hate it too. I
fucking hate this shit. I hate talking about this shit, dude. What's your favorite horror movie ever?
We talked about it.
We talked about it.
The Thing.
You were
The Thing?
Yes.
Yo, original
John
thing,
Carpenter's.
Yes. Well, it's not the original.
84 is not the original?
No, not at all. It's from like the 60s, I think.
How dare you,
Black and
Steve?
white.
Who is this?
Morons.
Is it?
Come on.
I didn't know that.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a black and white movie.
So you're talking about the original.
So there's 3 of them.
No. I like John Carpenter's, but I'm just
Dude, with the head.
Kurt Russell.
I'm just correcting you that there is the original Thing.
So there are 3
As I'm
versions of the Thing.
Yes. Well, the other one is like a prequel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that recently came out like
Yeah.
2010, something
Yes.
like that? Okay, wow.
Did you
I
watch?
can't remember the original name for the.
Yo,
I think-
you know what?
To me, the scariest thing is like when, there's like in The Thing, when it's, you don't know who it is and it takes human form.
It's like a body snatcher.
Body snap. Yeah, one of the scariest movies for me is like, I actually forget what it's called. It's called like not Invasion of the Body Snatchers or like Invaders from Mars or something. But it's just from the point of view of like a 10-year-old kid, and he like looks out the window and is like an asteroid hits, and the parents go investigate, and they go over the hill, and you don't see the parents anymore. Then the dad comes back and he just
I'm just watching him.
different,
I'm
yeah.
just watching him talk with this
That's all it
fucking
takes.
wig on it. It's
Yo.
bugging me out, dude.
Yo, and the dad comes back and he's like mad different. He's like, yeah. And he's like, well, shouldn't I do my homework? Sure, son. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And then he goes there. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. But the thing too is like that type of
Like anything
shit,
that like anything around you could be threatening to you, and you just don't know.
Well, the original Thing is dope, where it's like, oh, you're stranded here, and there's a body snatcher. The original Thing
Sure.
is dope.
And it was just
Love
such
it.
great paranoia all throughout.
Yeah.
I think so. So do you have like a modern one? Because like when I think about my favorite horror movie, I love horror, but yo, I land on Hereditary, dude.
Right?
I think Hereditary might be my favorite horror movie of all time.
Have you ever seen Rosemary's Baby?
Yeah.
I have, and I've appreciated it for what it is.
But you like Hereditary more? I guess it's
Hereditary is like kind of like modern Rosemary.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
You know, Hereditary could have been a 12-episode show even.
Yeah.
You know, oh my god, dude, I'm all about Hereditary, and it's not even like I'm about it like
the dialogue.
Oh, I'm going out of my way to find meaning in like these A24 movies. Like I'm not like some A24 movies like, okay, this sucks. I'm not doing the writing for you.
Midsommar?
Like, yeah.
Oh, that was such a good movie.
Midsummer's good.
Disturbing as fuck, dude.
I love The Witch, but I think with The Witch is like,
Loved it.
I don't know. They
Lighthouse,
all are
loved it.
very, very good.
Have you seen Bodies?
That's fun.
It was good.
It was very.
It was better
very
than
fun.
It was, dude. It was
It-
way
it's-
better than I
it's
thought it
not-
was gonna be.
I mean,
before.
it's-
yeah.
It's not going to be a pure horror, but it's got horror elements and it's very good.
It was more
comedy.
suspenseful.
Yes.
Right. It was very good. Though.
It's more of a parody on like
right.
just
It
current
went
generation.
somewhere completely different than I thought it was going to go, and I loved it. You gotta watch it.
You know what's a great one too is Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that
the
one
best
throws
horror
you off
movies
so
right now.
crazy.
One of the best horror, yeah, because it's like
It's not. It's
Dude, when
you think it
motherfucking-
is, and it's like, oh, it's not.
when Thor rides the bike into the force field.
Oh man, that's
That
great.
is the
That's so good.
I sit and I think this movie is awesome.
It throws you for a loop. You're like, oh.
You know, and it
That's
starts
the
out
thing.
with that betting.
I love when you finally see the merman too.
Yeah.
He's all
They're
about
betting on the merman.
Yeah.
Dude,
I love that.
so good.
So
yeah,
good.
so I go like Hereditary.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods, because it's not even about like scares. Like horror is like heavy metal. It's like punk rock. It's like just do the opposite of everything that everybody thinks.
Well, that's the beautiful thing right now. There's so many different genres of horror that you can go into. That's a little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
Like just like wrestling.
Have you ever seen a Serbian film?
Oh Jesus. No.
Do you get
do
that
not
deep?
watch a Serbian film, please.
Dude, that's one of the most disturbing movies.
Do you
ever
get that
made.
deep? Do you do
Wait, that's
do you
the
like?
name of the film?
It's
A
called
Serbian
film, dude.
Okay.
It's a new. It's especially like right now. It's a trend for people to like put up clips for movies, and then someone in the comments is like, "Whoa, what's this movie?" And people are like, "A Serbian film." So people go. People are trying to go look that up.
It's a very good movie, though. It's very fucked up.
You know what? I think, Brian, that might be a bad take, blunt man.
Whoa, we got one.
That might be-
Bad take, Blunt
For
Man
a movie,
Bride.
it's an insane concept.
Yes, very insane,
Dude,
I mean,
it's
okay.
band. It's like a band movie.
I mean, yes. Everything has its place.
Right.
It's, there's extreme. There's like different avenues, like even trauma movies. Like, all the trauma movies are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last House on the
Frankenhooker, dude.
Last House
Poultry
on the
Guys.
Left is fucked
Yeah.
up.
Poultry guys.
Poultry
Sign
Guys.
me up for Poultry guys forever, dude.
Speaking of poultry guys, I'm going to be involved in a poltergeist video game.
No way.
Yes.
Poultry guys video game.
Yes.
Wow.
A voice.
Yes.
Are you a voice?
Voice actor, yeah.
Nice, dude.
That's
I don't
so
understand
cool.
how you would even lay out a Poultry guys video game.
It's gonna be kind of loosely based, but the themes are gonna be there.
Are you gonna meet that guy? What's his name?
Lloyd Kaufman.
I've-
Lloyd Kaufman.
I've met Lloyd. Actually,
That's amazing.
I've met him at Comic-Con a couple times.
That's so sick.
I have a photo. I have a Comic-Con photo with Lloyd Kaufman as well.
You do?
My guy.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
he's a good dude.
Oh,
That's
Poultry
awesome.
guys is awesome. Tromeo and Julia.
Romeo and Juliet.
Very underrated too.
Did you
so
see the new Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
Yeah,
What do you think
just
about
the
that?
trailer. It's a fun idea. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
Okay,
It's public domain now, so they
so
can do
talking
it.
about ridiculous horror films, one of my most favorite ridiculous horror films is called Otis. Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
What do you
when
think-
when he kidnaps the girl?
Yes.
And like it's like a prom thing, right?
Yeah, he wants to like go
It was
to
good.
prom.
It wasn't like Daniel Stern, the father.
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't believe I remember that. It was solid. There's
Solid
there's
movie,
definitely
right?
some good. It's a good horror comedy.
That's a
It's-
movie I can always go
with a
back to
mixture
and
of
enjoy.
a little fucked up. Also, there's same token. There's an Australian film. I'm trying to remember the same concept but more serious.
Okay.
That's really good. I can't remember the name. It's gonna.
I got a
bug me.
question.
Yes.
Talking about all these movies that we love, and even making excuses for ones that might not be so good.
Whatever.
I want the tea. I want to know which one you think, and I want to know Brian too. His answer, just objectively bad, like not good, just a bad horror movie.
Oh, you
That's
know what?
I
I'm
want.
gonna jump in right here
Yeah.
just because it's fresh on my mind. I fucking hated the new Hellraiser movie, dude.
I didn't even
Oh, it
bother
was a
watching
series,
it.
wasn't it a
The
series?
new
No, it wasn't
it wasn't a
a
series. It
movie.
was a singular movie.
I actually
And
didn't
dude,
hate that though.
You didn't hate
No.
it? Why? Okay, let me offensive to you,
Okay.
and you
Bring
defend. Okay, I thought that the twist of the
Wait a second,
boyfriend
guys.
was.
We got a super chat coming. This is great. It takes precedence.
Super chat.
So it's from I Got Character Productions.
Boy,
$5
young man.
even. What's everybody's favorite J horror film? Also, on the topic of disgusting movies, has anyone seen 120 Days of Sodom? I puked twice watching it.
Man.
All right, so does Jay mean Japanese
Japanese
horror?
horror.
Japanese, and has
All right,
have you
so
seen
to me,
Sodom?
I haven't seen many, but to me, it's got to be Battle Royal.
Boy, Battle Royale.
It's not horror,
I
but it's
can't
like it's like the gore level is horror, and like the Ring comes from Japanese Ringu, right? And like what's
The
the other one?
Grudge.
The Grudge, right? So yeah, I know that, but I haven't seen that. So I would have to go, just for me personally, Battle Royale. But caveat, side note, whatever, sidebar, I would take Akira Kurosawa fucking samurai movies. What's it called? Fuck.
The Seven Samurai?
The blood.
Flower of the Flesh?
No, blood something. Anyway, I like a nice old school Japanese samurai more than horror. But if I had to go Japanese horror, I can't speak on Ringu. I can't speak on The Grudge. I have to go Battle Royale, the original.
Battle Royale is definitely up there. Not
Is
the
that,
same.
would you classify it as horror?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sending kids to an island. To
It's
kill
it's
each
like
other?
realistic horror.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
was
it's like some
wild,
like
bro.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like some it's like some Lord of the Flies horror type
Well,
shit.
it was basically what was that series that was
Hunger
big?
Games.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It was basically
Well, Hunger Games stole.
ripped it- yeah,
Hunger
ripped it
Games
off.
stole from them.
Yeah.
So to me, Battle Royale stole. To me, the original is Lord of the Flies. Battle Royale, put a bunch of people in Japanese school girl and boy outfits and recreated Lord of the Flies with like a game show, reality show element.
Yeah.
But to me, Hunger Games is like a complete rip-off. It's like Hunger Games is like Battle Royale plus Ender's Game together. Like to me, that's how I view it. I've never seen
Interesting,
it,
yeah.
so I'm criticizing from afar. But yeah, Battle Royale I hold in high regard.
Yes.
High regard.
Not in the same vein, but similar part of the world. Train to Busan.
Crazy movie.
Zombie. Is that not Korean?
That's Korean. Yes.
It's Korean.
All right, whatever, Brian.
Well,
Let's
it's-
talk about Japanese.
Well, that's what I was.
ho.
Well, that's why I said like not the same vein, but
Hopefully
similar
that's
where-
acceptable by
Yeah.
I got character.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like that's the one that stands out because like I feel like
It's
zombie
it's like a drama. That's like a
zombie
drama movie.
movies are done to death.
Wait, what's
And
it called again?
Train to Busan.
See
It's
now,
two
now,
parts.
now it's on my radar. I want to watch
So
this shit.
basically,
I've heard of it.
there's a zombie outbreak, and this group of people are stuck in this train while the zombie outbreak's going
Busan.
on. Yes, to
Yeah,
Busan.
that's where they're going.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hence the title.
problem.
So, it's a zombie movie which has been done to death, but it's just done in such a good way. There's creative moments and kills and everything else, but the character work. You care about all these people.
Well, character is key,
that
even in a
really,
horror,
holds
dude.
The movie together, man.
The main
Even in
protagonist,
horror.
it's the whole thing is it's the father and the daughter, and the father's like trying to protect the daughter
Yeah.
on the train the whole
Well, now
time.
you spoiled it for me. I don't want to watch it.
Wah, wah.
That's more like a synopsis.
Not that anybody on stream
synopsis,
heard you
dude.
because you're 4 feet away from your goddamn microphone.
Have you seen 120 Days of Sodom, anybody?
I have not.
No, I've
Sounds
heard
like
of
it's
it.
outside of my
I've
normal
heard about.
watching
I know the
list.
book. I know it was a
128
book.
Days of Sodomy?
So you got
Sodom.
Sodom.
So what you're saying is it's like the James Franco movie 128 Hours, but it's 108 days
Just more
of sodomy.
More,
Yes, right.
just add more sodomy.
It's James Franco trapped in a cave getting
Getting butt fucked.
butt fucked for 128 days.
Oh no!
That sounds terrifying.
Do you guys?
That's very scary.
Do you
Well, he
guys
puked
know the movie
twice.
Guinea Pig 2? Flower of the Flesh.
I have heard of it. I have not watched.
It's thought to be might have been a snuff film.
Yes.
Do you know about this movie? A Japanese movie called Guinea
Oh, I
Pig
don't wanna
2.
know about it.
Flower
So-
of the Flesh.
Well, same thing with weren't the Faces of Death like considered like those?
Well,
snuff
Face of
films?
Death was like
Yeah.
America's funniest home videos of death.
Yeah.
It was a website.
Yeah, dude. I used to work at a restaurant, and there was a guy at the restaurant because we all had like tablets, and he'd like come up to me, and his like prank would be that like, hey, watch this, and like it was like a clip, and before I could even realize what was happening, I
Someone
look away.
legitimately
It was somebody
died.
getting murdered. So it'd be like a guy like shooting himself in the head. He'd be like, oh, check this out. And that was like his funny prank.
Well, that's what like.
I'm like, that's horrible.
That's like what
I don't like that kind of joking
around.
around.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I don't like that kind
Yeah.
of horseplay.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Point, counterpoint. McLaughlin Group, the new Hellraiser. Number one, I thought that they basically took a movie of like 4 teenagers. It seemed like it was just a movie about 4 teenagers dealing with a supernatural power, and they just kind of shoehorned the fucking franchise that I love, Hellraiser, into it. And also, this is the thing that I hated the most. They took away the leather.
But they try to make it different because it's the skin going across.
And
it,
I
which is
understand-
a cool idea. I mean, how do they get all that leather in hell?
Yo, dude.
Word.
Well,
Listen,
the original Hellraiser as well, like the Pinhead guy and the demons or whatever you call them, like
Cenobites.
they
Yo.
could sell it, but yeah, they were kind of like. Yeah, they
Nah,
were kind of like
to me-
an addition to like the story.
They
that was going
they
on.
weren't really a main part of
Right.
they
No,
they were
yeah.
like
They were like
kind
the
of like
support
Well, also
actors.
in the first one, they're
Yeah.
kind of like good.
Right.
Because
The
they're like
wife-
kind of like
the
going
wife,
after that
the
bounty
fucking
for the guy.
Yeah.
Scumbag
The
wife
uncle.
and the uncle are the
Yeah,
piece
the
of
uncle.
shit.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's like I'm not too ignorant to realize, like, for me as like a 10-year-old kid, it's like I didn't know what like cyber goth or BDSM or anything like that was. So it's like I saw Pinhead, I'm like, these dudes are sick. And by the way, Pinhead was dope. He was mad, like, intelligent and profound. But then the other guy was like, here's VCR head.
Right. It was
You know, and it's like, okay, like,
that was the later entries.
Three.
That was
yeah,
three.
Yeah. But
Three
you know
got a
what I
little
mean?
wacky.
But even the guy, like,
Three got MTV.
the guy with that.
The Chatterer. Yeah, the Chatterer was great.
And, you know, it's like, so to me, I don't know, like, I guess I might be fucking old, but the leather was like a part of it. So, like, the fact that they, like, redid it and it was just like muscular shit, that kind of bummed me out. But I did love that they brought back the Chatterer.
Yes.
Like, I was like, oh, I'm so happy that this guy's like, it's like, in all honesty, that's not really scary. It's just like weird.
It's kind of
Weird.
cool.
It's just like referee Aubrey
It was a cool
Edwards
reference.
just, hi.
Yeah. I mean, I get that they were trying to do something different, and it's a cool little thing because like that's part of their torture. Like not just everything else, like all the stuff on their faces and stuff like that. Like their bodies being contorted, their skins being contorted.
But, you know, but I never loved like the
actual
skin,
attire.
the skin, like you have the skin Raiden hat. It's like, but you know what? I do, like, it reminded me that I love Hellraiser. Like, the new reminded me that I love the old Hellraiser.
Well, it also brought Hellraiser to the mainstream again. So
Right,
hopefully
right.
it does introduce people to those old movies.
Well, but and like, I would, that's what I would want.
And I don't
It's
consider
like-
this like a remake. It's just kind of like a,
It's
like
a
a side
reimagining,
story.
yeah, like it's just an offshoot.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a H2O.
Because like even with the puzzle box, which I love that they incorporated the puzzle box more.
oh
with
yeah,
this
Pandora's
one.
box.
Yeah. Well, the
Little cube.
yeah, the
yeah,
cube.
yeah.
There's
had, like,
a fancy the laminate configuration or something like
Right.
that. So like they use that more into the storyline, and it's actually like a legit puzzle box. Like it's wild, and there was some decent kills in there, and then it was a good time.
You know, shout out to my girlfriend Steph. She is inexplicably good at figuring this stuff out. Like,
Those boxes and stuff like that.
no, because like 5 minutes into the movie, she's like, "Oh, the boyfriend's gonna be hired by the guy in the." And I'm like, "Damn you!" I'm like, "Nah." I was like, "Nah." I find myself playing devil's advocate.
I kind of saw that coming too.
You know what? You know what the dead giveaway for me
Yeah.
with that is? The guy lives in like a beautiful, huge loft apartment with like several pinball machines.
Yeah, hence,
Yo, the guy's rich as fuck, dude.
and he's broke and needs money.
Right? Yeah, and he's broke. He's just a broke art dealer, but he lives in this like
I
fucking
remember.
like.
I remember when I saw Sixth Sense in the theaters.
Wow.
Yo, now that's a good
Wow.
At
movie,
the end
dude.
of the movie, afterwards, I was outside, going back home, and I saw it with my family, my mom, dad, my brother, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And my dad just kept just ripping it to shreds, like, "Oh shit!" He was like, he saw it coming miles away.
Yo, but you know what? Good
He's
for him.
old. Yeah, good.
That's crazy to me though.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
especially like most people did not see that coming.
Because that's like that was, and not only was it
My
such
dad
a
thought it
deep
was so
twist.
stupid.
Not only was it a deep twist, that was like the start of deep twists.
Like
What a twist!
Because you know when a movie
well, because
like,
M. Night Shyamalan was like, okay, we're gonna make everything have a twist.
but now even to this day, that was like the Michael Jordan of twists. Because to this day, when like a movie has like a lame twist at the end,
Yeah.
and I don't think Sixth Sense had a lame twist.
No,
That was the
I think
twist.
Sixth
That
Sense
was
was
a dope
dope.
movie.
But like when something's like, when they write themselves into a corner and they're like, it was a dream.
Yeah.
And like the way that I describe that is like I'm watching, I go, oh right, he was dead the whole time.
Yep.
And it's like even though that has nothing to do,
Yeah.
like that's like the parable. That's like the example. Like he was dead
Yeah.
the whole
It was
time.
all a
right?
dream. Yeah.
Of course.
It's just a shame that sometimes movies feel like they need that big twist to make it like impact.
Right. Well, to me, that's like a cop out. It's like a bullshit
clean it.
thing, Like, it's like don't cop out. It's and
Agreed.
there were like a few like what are the two John Cusack movies? Identity and 1408.
1408 was
1408
like
was great.
It's like
it was great,
like
bro.
a few years after Sixth Sense, John Cusack made two back-to-back movies where it was like he was dead the whole time.
And was that the
Like,
Cecil Hotel? That is like
Yeah, that
no.
was
I think they're kind of based loosely on that.
Yeah. I love.
What do you
that
think about
stuff.
like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Whisperers?
Yeah, I was just supposed to say like paranormal.
Oh,
stuff.
that stuff. I think it has its place, and especially
Oh, my
like,
God.
I mean, hey, it's entertainment for one.
I fucking hate watching that. Where like
Ditto.
I feel an energy. I feel an energy.
that.
It's like, yeah, you're fucking homeless. Of course you're feeling energy, dude. It's why, you know, it's like if like some guy dressed like me is gonna come and be like, with video cameras, like, do you feel a negative energy? Yeah.
They just tap me on the shoulder.
Oh, there is a dead thing. Yeah,
I feel it.
Dude, I fucking hate that shit.
Actually, what I appreciate is the horror movies that base themselves on the people that are the paranormal, like
favorite found footage film.
Well, wait, have you seen American Horror Story Roanoke?
Yes.
That series?
Yes.
That's great. 'Cause
Yeah.
Really?
It's like a paranormal, you know.
We're getting an eh from the crowd. We're getting an eh. You went mwah. We're getting an eh.
I'm saying it. Well, no. I mean, I could get into it. I'm saying it's chef's
Get
kiss.
into it.
I'm just saying it's chef's kiss in the sense that like they really did a good job in like trying to make the whole series up until like maybe the last episode found footage, camera guys, all you know, security cameras.
Yes.
And they did it like a documentary style, so it was like all footage.
It was all reenactment at first, and then it
Exactly,
became
yeah.
like.
But it was 4 episodes were reenacted. Yeah, so I think they
That's
did a
kind
really
of, that kind
good
of
job.
sounds cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, that does
interesting.
sound cool.
And I was like, I wonder how they're gonna like finish it. But I mean, spoiler alert: by the time you get to the last episode, they break and they go into. There's no way this was. It's like now it's a film. Now it's footage.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
it's like a art. You know.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool.
But I was like, they brought us all the way here and they couldn't get across the finish line.
But if you were to pitch me the idea of like a 12 episode season, you know, not American Horror Story, but just a horror series.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it starts with found footage.
Yeah.
And little by little evolves into
kind of like District 9.
cinematic.
Yeah.
You know,
poor
if you
District
pitch
9.
something like that to me,
Poor aliens.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
so
into
good.
some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
it's like District 9, except 99% of the way through, then it becomes.
Well, you know, I think American
doing
Horror
golf,
Story is like
right?
New Yorker magazine fucking yuppie bullshit.
Yeah.
But
It's good though.
if you know, yeah, but like if
It
you
has
were-
its ups and downs.
right,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not a big fan, but my wife watches it. And
Yeah.
I'll sit and watch a few, and it's like, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, yeah, it's like liberal propaganda, dude. Basically,
Were you a fan of the Paranormal Activity movies?
I was just about to ask that.
not really.
No,
dude.
you
not
didn't-
really. I like
like
me
the
some
last-
VHS.
VHS.
The original VHS
One,
is dope.
dude.
VHS
Oh,
was,
man.
you know, they just had a new one, VHS 98s on Shudder.
99, yeah.
Have you seen that? Have you
Yes.
watched it?
Are you a Shutter guy?
Is it good?
It's fun. It's not
It's
like
fun.
scary. It's not like it's quirky and fun. I think it's like solid. It's not as good as like the first two VHSs, but
What about The Devil Inside? Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that.
Yo. Blunt man going to pee. I didn't pee. I was going to do fucking bookkeeping, dude. I was doing fucking.
He was looking
He said,
looking
which
for beer.
books? Which books?
I was doing some fucking bookkeeping. I was dealing with like fucking logistics. Oh, Jesus.
Throw it on.
I was getting down to
Throw it on.
brass.
Hey!
Nice.
I was getting down
First
to
time I've
brass
hit air
tacks.
in like 20 years.
Did you guys already talk about Halloween Ends?
We did.
Yes.
We did. We didn't want to give it away.
Well, I
but we
haven't
touched
seen
base.
it. And is it worth my $5 to Peacock? I mean, everybody's shitting on it. But you know, I'm a contrarian. So it's like, when everybody says something's good.
I think you'll like it because it's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If everybody says
different,
something's
all
good,
Yeah.
I have more of an inkling to like hate it.
And I'm not
But
gonna.
if something- if
As I
something
said
everybody-
before, I don't think it's a bad film. I do think it fumbled in the third act. And
It's a
that's
story.
Really, yeah.
It's really a story.
If they followed through with where they were going instead of kind of chickening out at the end.
Well, to me, like it has always sucked since Jamie Lee. Anytime Jamie Lee Curtis is involved and is not afraid,
dude.
and she's like, "I'm gonna kill him." It's like that. I'm off that. I'm off of that. I don't like that.
It does throw you a little off because she's like almost like a little like.
She's an
happy
asshole.
She's like happy housewife.
She's an asshole. You know what she did to me? Quick story.
Jamie Lee Curtis
Jamie Lee
herself.
Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis
Oh
herself.
wow! Oh my God! Bullies
Fucking
exclusive.
shoot, baby. I'm walking home from work, right? I had a shitty day. And like I told you before, Halloween is just one of my favorite franchises. And I'm walking home. There's nobody else on the block but me and this woman. And she's walking towards me. Gets closer. And I'm like, wow, this is a recognizable face. Gets closer. Even more recognizable. I take off the glasses, and it's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Were you dressed up as Jesus at the time?
No, I was.
Huge mistake
I
by
was
you
working in the
to not-
school. I had a suit on, my pea coat, so I was presentable. I didn't look crazy, right? So I just
Doubtful.
I just went for the wave. I didn't go for the hey, how are you autograph. I go for and I get the I'm on the phone, and just walks right by me. I was like, you fucking bitch.
Wow.
Freaky Friday. Oh,
You Freaky Friday
you're saying
True
you had
Lies
better luck
dance
with
around
Lindsay
bitch.
dude, I called her an Activia yogurt eating bitch. I was so upset. Never meet your heroes.
Wow.
It doesn't sound like you met her.
I didn't. I wasn't allowed to because she was on the phone.
Well, apparently, like,
Sounds like you were a rude piece of shit, dude.
All I did was this. I gave her the high.
Nah,
Not
you-
crazy.
It sounds like you suck, dude.
well, apparently, like some of the girls from the earlier installments, Daniel Harris and the
horror
girl,
girl.
the girl that played her character on the Rob Zombie ones,
Yes.
met her at like a red carpet event, and she didn't really know who they were, so it was kind of awkward. So it's hard to say.
So she didn't know who the one who was playing her daughter was from 4 and 5?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I love this.
Well, she's
I
not-
love this outfit.
Well,
dude.
she's not like a horror fan, so like, I don't know if she followed it other than like when, she was getting paid to really deal with the series.
Yeah, dude, that's my messed up Jamie Lee Curtis experience. I'm on the phone.
Sounds like you were wrong, dude.
You know what? I'll see her one day again. I'll do that to her.
You should just kept walking backwards and just followed her and waited
Yeah,
until she
yeah.
was off the phone.
Lady.
All right, yo. I was gonna do the. I was gonna transition to the fucking
Do it.
pinata, but
The cameraman left.
But Steve left, so we can't zoom in or do anything on the pinata. So
Why don't we just bring the pinata?
Can someone like hold the
Kasin.
pinata up?
We can't see what's in the shot.
We'll just bring it over. We can bring it over, right? Should we bring it over?
No, that's a terrible idea.
Hit it like a baseball.
Can see the shot.
I could man the canvas.
No. We spent a lot of money on Weird Al.
We did.
We spent a lot of
be back.
fucking money.
But like Weird Al has to empty his bladder. So.
I know.
As we all do.
He's got a big movie coming out. He's got to prepare.
I love Weird Al with all my heart, but I gotta tell you, one movie I can guarantee you I'm not gonna watch is Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al.
I actually think it's perfect casting. He looks great.
You know what? Daniel Radcliffe is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Have you seen
Horns.
the movie Swiss Army Man?
Yes, I love it.
Dude,
Yes.
Daniel Radcliffe is awesome
Is that
because
considered a horror movie?
no,
I
it's
wouldn't
just,
consider that,
It's
but
more like
It's kind of
Suspense.
fucked up. It's
yeah.
surrealism
surreal,
type
right.
of.
Have you seen
It's
Guns
sad. It's
Akimbo?
like depressing.
No, where like his hands become
His
guns.
hands are guns attached to his hands.
Listen, I love me some Daniel
Akimbo, I
Radcliffe.
think it's called.
Guns
Akimbo.
No.
Yeah, and his hands become guns, and he's like,
word
he
gun
can't
is?
drive a
Yeah,
car because he's
basically.
like shooting.
He's like there's like this crazy reality show, and he's like, I think he's like an internet troll or whatever, and they decide to put him on there, and he's being chased by like all these people. His bounty on his head, and he's given guns that were like bolted to his head.
Prosthetic.
all right.
well,
Listen,
not
I
like
have a
throw-off.
way. I have a way to pass the time,
Okay, what is it?
and I'm gonna post something. And
Whoa.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. And it's gonna be the Bullies-ometer, right? 1 being the worst,
Okay.
the least coolest shit that you ever seen in your life. 10 being like super cool. I'm super interested. You ready?
Go.
All right. This is in like the mainstream wrestling world.
Okay.
It's a good way to pass the time before Steve can fucking.
Weird Al.
Hey, and I'm not saying that you're not qualified.
So Steve can beat it.
Nah, fuck Steve. He don't know shit.
Eat it.
All right. Bullies-ometer. Nikki Cross comes back as not AHS, but like as
American
an
Horror
edgy leather
Story.
pants. Nikki. Coolometer. 1 being the least cool, 10 being the most cool. Nikki Cross comes back on Raw.
I'll give it an 8.
8.
Yeah.
8 coolness.
Yes.
So you're into it a little
Yeah.
bit. Above average into it.
I've always
high.
liked her character, like the old character,
Yeah.
so I'm down for it.
It's not like the old character. She has like red lipstick on. I'm gonna give it like a 6.1.
Ooh, still above average though.
6.1.
I'm gonna go 7.
I'm going 2. All right, cool. All right, how about this? Hey, you know what? Listen. Oh my God, I got a lot of thoughts and emotions about Rhea Ripley.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Are you gonna have to go to the bathroom next?
But I'm just saying, Rhea Ripley slamming
Roxy.
Luke Gallows.
Oh,
there's a lot of
Body
body slam heard
body
around the
slam this
world.
motherfucker. I'm going 10 out of 10 coolness.
That's
cool.
10. That's
Yeah?
10.
See, but I've been like, people have been saying that that's like a face spot to do. Like, she shouldn't have did that being a heel.
She's
'Cause
going
that-
Heels
over.
are faces and faces are heels.
Yeah, dude. I'm going 10. I'm going 10.
Brian,
But,
you
but
know,
how,
give,
would
it- give it
you
to us,
say
Brian.
the same thing to China?
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool moment, but I don't think it was the proper moment for that to happen.
Give me a number.
4.
Wow!
Wow.
Four.
Boo! Bad take,
All right,
Brian.
ready?
Bad take, Brian.
Bad take, Brian.
Brian, take blunt, man. All right, now we're going rapid fire. This is like super quick.
Why didn't we book Chronic?
R-Truth coming back.
10.
Yeah, I'm 10.
10.
9.
9.
Yeah, you know,
He
it's
made me
just
stoked. He
somehow,
made me stoked.
Like every time, like I see R-Truth, he gets cooler than the last time I saw him.
Dude, he gets younger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
the
somehow-
guy's like 60.
Yeah,
He's like
dude.
Benjamin Button. He's like Ben. Like he's
Yeah,
like
he has Benjamin Button.
Dude.
All right, JBL last 2 weeks.
Oh, man. Was MC Hammer Pants.
Well, MC Hammer Pants, then he had regular pants.
Regular pants.
So he's like in it now.
Yeah.
He's got
So
100.
there's 2
That's
weeks
like
of
100,
JBL.
bro.
The last 2 weeks of JBL.
7.
7. All right.
10 out of 10, dude.
10 out of 10. Love JBL.
JBL hate Baron.
Well, they're trying to give JBL.
Why do they
They're
keep
trying
this-
to give
the
Baron the
like
JBL
Baron
Why would they
sauce.
keep his music? Why would he keep the happy Corbin
Yeah, I
music?
wasn't a fan of that.
He's not happy anymore.
That's kind of like my reason for the 7.
You know what? I agree with you.
hate
I
it.
think
Hate
that
it.
like the idea of like
I think they're waiting for a crowd reaction,
The
to be
concept
honest.
of bringing JBL back to put him with somebody to help them.
So
I think
good.
it's like a 10 out of 10. But I think.
He should have
And you know what?
JBL's
I don't even
music.
hate that the choice was Corbin. I just think that Corbin's presentation
It's not
isn't
JBL-y.
conducive for what they're trying to do.
Well, they
makes
have
no
they,
sense,
They
dude.
didn't change really much about him except he's wearing wrestling gear.
Well, but his gear sucks.
It's the,
So-
that's what it is. The
horrible.
gear
Corbin's
sucks.
gear.
I'm glad I'm not the
The
only
gear
one who
sucks.
said
Yeah,
this.
so even like I don't even hate JBL putting on Corbin. I think the major problem is that Corbin comes out with new gear,
Yeah.
looks bad.
Yeah,
And, you know,
yeah.
and I almost would love to go back to like happy Corbin and JBL. Like I
That
think
makes sense.
many different.
That makes
and you know
sense.
what? You
That
know what?
makes more
Actually,
sense.
in retrospect, you should have had Corbin with the Chef Boyardee on his shirt, and then JBL saves him. You know, and now
What are you doing?
Like so Happy Corbin didn't just hit the lottery.
gets
JBL
He just
like
saved him.
invested in him.
He gave him stock advice.
Yeah, like some insider trading shit. Yeah, dude. All right, rapid fire. Steve's out. Weird Al's back.
Weird Al.
Hi.
Okay. Also, I have in my notes that Wyatt is the #1 overall merch seller in all of the company
Right
since
now?
he came back.
Holy
and
wow.
they've slotted him to be the #1 face. And this is interesting. Just thinking about like his storyline moving forward. Wyatt is going to be the #1 face on SmackDown. So is it going to be? I guess he's going to be the #1 face and also the #1 heel. He's going to fight himself. I don't know, but he's the #1 merch seller.
Yeah.
And Drew McIntyre was the #1 face, and now he's gone to #2, and Wyatt's the #1 face. Do we care about Wyatt? I we kind of talk about this.
Yeah.
Are you into it?
I'm down for Wyatt. Yeah.
I think it's the most interesting thing in wrestling besides MJF.
I think it's the third most interesting thing in wrestling. #1 being MJF. #2 being the Bloodline and Sammy. #3
Yes.
is why.
I think
that bloodline storyline's gonna pay off huge. at some
Oh,
point.
dude. And you know what? And I was kind of skeptical on Samoa Sikoa. Or whatever the fuck. Simba Samoa Sikoa.
Samoa Sikoa.
Yeah. I was a little bit on and off on it, but him and Sammy are
They
dope.
work well. It's
gold.
I'm good, dog.
Sammy's great.
Yeah.
Dude. He's great.
Pinata.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Pinata.
Pinata.
Flimsy ass champion.
Yes, I love it. Put it on his eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are seeing here is being done by trained professionals. Do not try this at home.
All right, now Brian, I need you. Now hold it like this. Hold it like that. So you're gonna swing with the top.
I remember this.
Yeah, like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. But Brian, I need you to spin Kasin around. I need you to spin him around.
Let me get the fuck out of the
Spin him around.
And Sean,
Spin him around.
Protect the cameras, please.
Spin him around.
How many times? Is this like the
Several.
Several is the right answer.
The airplane spin, right?
Oh, Lord.
All right, good.
Oh, God.
Now just try to swing at the.
Oh, God.
Oh! Wait, hold on. Stop. Time out. All right, swing again.
Oh, God.
This was a terrible idea.
Where is it?
Oh! Oh, God! Jesus Christ!
No more. Stomp it or something. Oh, my God. Oh, my stand.
You got it. Yes!
Oh, it's not breaking. No, it's not breaking.
So close!
This is horrible.
So close!
Just
Yes!
body slam it.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh,
Yes!
I am the Pinata.
You got it, yes! Use your wrestling skills. There is a candy. There is one single. There it is! He's got it!
It's a Swedish fish.
It's one single Swedish fish. And that's basically, I mean, do we have anything else on this show?
No, that's
I
it.
think we're pretty much good. Give us a hug. Give it everybody. Hey, come on up here. Come on up here, you guys. Come on up here.
Everybody here. We are the world. We are the bullies. We get together and lay grass on people's head because that's what we do.
Yes.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone. We're the Boulevard Bullies. We love candy. We love Swedish fish.
Hey, all of us right now, Steve, I want you to end the stream as we all give a phantom elbow drop. Ready? 1, 2, 3.